Yo, 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 how's it going? See some familiar names in chat already. Ryden, Press X, how you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Just doing some back-end stuff real quick, and then we'll get started. Hope you guys are doing well. Connection's looking good. All right. So today, we're going to be checking out the PlayStation State of Play in about an hour and some change, basically 2 hours from now. But before we do that, I wanted to test out Metal Gear Solid 3DS, which I'm sure all of you guys know is the 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3. Not the best game. It's not the best version of MGS3, but if we can run it and it looks okay, I think it'd be a fun playthrough. Get that going. Oh, is my mic a bit low? Here, I can turn it up a little bit. Maybe compared to the music. That music is loud. See here. Should be a little bit better. Let me know. I was also turned away, I think, from the mic too. This mic's really like, it's a dynamic mic, so you have to be like right on it. I was looking at my other screen. All right, where did I put the game? Here it is. All right. Let me say hi to you guys officially now. What's going on, you guys? How you guys doing? Oh, I'm breaking up, really? Huh. Is it better now? Should be a little bit better now, I think. I turned it up. Let me see if the filters are good. Should be good to go, actually. Am I still breaking up? Either way, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys can hear me. All right, we got chat showing up. We have the game running. It's very loud in my ears. I don't know if it's loud in your guys' ears. Turn that down just a smidge there. Okay, cool. All right, let me catch up with chat here. You love the 3DS version? Yeah, I played it. I played through it, obviously, a few times when it came out. I remember playing the... do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember the 3DS used to have demos, but they were like... You could only play it like, I don't know, like 10 times or something. I remember playing the shit out of it before it came out, and I got to the point where I couldn't play it anymore. I think it was like 30 times, actually. They let you play through the Virtuous mission. And I was so excited for the game that I blew through those playthroughs, so I had to make like a separate Nintendo account or whatever it's called to be able to play more. I remember that like it was yesterday. So like, yeah, I have fond memories of the game. It's just, it's definitely not the most optimal way to play to play MGS3 at all. I think the frame rate at some points will dip into the well, I mean, at least on the 3DS itself, it dipped into like the single digits. You would get like 9 frames per second. I haven't really played too much on this emulator that we're going to be trying today, which is one of the reasons why I want to try it today, to see how it runs. The game is upscaled. Oh my god, it just crashed. There you go. So it begins. This is why we're testing this today. You guys are my guinea pigs. But maybe it's because I didn't press anything. Let me start a new game or something. But yeah, I have fond memories of playing this game. It's just, would I suggest this game as the version of MGS to play, or MGS3 to play if this is your first time? Definitely not. There's definitely better options out there. It gets really bad, right? It really does. All right, let me see if the controller's even working. Yep, my start button's working at least. As you can see, I just messed around with it a little bit to configure my settings. Oh my god. I don't even want to begin to tell you guys how long it took me just to get my controller mapped. Like to get the buttons working in a somewhat cohesive way. Oh my god, it took me hours. Like I was sitting there for like at least an hour straight just tweaking things. And because, all right, so for those that don't know, this game came out on the 3DS originally. The 3DS, the original versions and even the XL models didn't have a second what is it? How can I put it? Like a thumbstick? Like, you know how most controllers obviously nowadays have your 2 thumbsticks here? It came out and only had one. So pretty much playing games like this and like Monster Hunter required an attachment called a Circle Pad Pro. What do you guys want to pick here, by the way? Should we do MGS 1, 2? Let's do 2 for the extra cutscene, right? For the wig. I'm just going to go normal here, full disclosure. We're chilling today because I'm testing it. As you can see, I already crashed on me once. So we're straight chilling today. If this run is funny and you guys want to torture me one day, we can try an extreme run in the future. But for now, we're just chilling. So we'll do normal. So anyway, you needed this attachment called the Circle Pad Pro, and if you didn't have that, it was kind of hard to play the game because obviously the second thumbstick after subsistence, yeah, is bound to the right thumbstick. So if you didn't have that right thumbstick, it was kind of like Peace Walker where you had to use the face buttons to turn it. Oh my, it was just a mess. So anyway, long story short, with all of that in mind, I kind of had to factor that in when configuring the controls in this game on the emulator. So it was just a pain. Just a fucking pain. Yep, exactly, Brandon. This is the this is where old Snake and Raiden from Fortnite are from originally. What's up though, dude? How you doing? How have you been though, man? We haven't really talked in a bit. I haven't talked to you in a while. Everything good? You still working at that at your job you're working at? Fat says Foxhound first run. Yeah, right, dude. That shit crashed on me just in the main menu. It looks good though. At least on my end. I hope it looks good on your end.
20 minutes to drop off. Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
What camos does this one have? Did they bring back the banana camo? I don't remember if banana camo's in this, but the funniest part about this game is that you could actually make your own camouflages. Since the 3DS had like a built-in camera, you could actually take a picture of like anything, you know, like a bottle of water or like, I don't know, your hoodie or whatever, right? And you could transfer that file to an actual camouflage pattern in the game. So you can imagine the type of shit that people took pictures of as camouflage. Press X says it'll be your first time seeing. Was this the one with the headset or something? I think there was like a headset bundled in. I know Peace Walker definitely had one too. And MGS4 had. Are you talking about like a Blu-ray headset that you could buy for the game?
10 minutes to drop off. Hey, are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, I have fond memories of playing this and playing the demo for this and being all excited for it to come out. Do you guys remember the special edition 3DS that came out for this? It was like snake skin. It was only in Japan, I believe, and it was like just like a snake skin covering for the 3DS. It was actually pretty cool.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
You're good. You're gonna stay for the state of play, but you haven't gone to bed yet. Oh my god, dude, you gotta get some rest in you. Surprised you're even here. You can't sleep or what?
Sunrise.
I forgot what you said. Like, are your shifts like late, or do you do like swing shifts where it changes? Because doing swing shifts is rough, man. I can't even imagine.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius.
Remember playing the demo,
Stand up.
hating the over-the-shoulder aiming and not being able to shoot the ropes? Oh my god, the bridge, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because from what I remember, there's like, what do they call it? Like the gyroscope or whatever controls, where like you actually took the 3DS and had to like balance it in your hands to not like fall off a bridge, for example. I don't know how that's gonna work. That's why we're doing the first trial run of this game today. If it goes well and it doesn't crash on me and like it's just, you know, it doesn't make us throw up from the single-digit frame rates, then maybe we'll do like a challenge run, like a Foxhound run on here. I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure people have done it because MGS3 is pretty generous when it comes to how many saves you can, you know, use up. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I've played this game a lot, but I don't know if even I can do an MGS3 or MGS3DS Foxhound run. That sounds insane. That sounds literally insane. You're still waking at the airport? It's been good? That's good to hear, man. How's everything else going? You doing all right? You holding up? I mean, it doesn't look horrible, right? There's some weird, like, screen tearing going on. Like, on the border. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like you can see it in my preview. I think you can see it. I don't know what that is. It might be because I'm upscaling the game. It's not meant to be, like, blown up this big. But, I mean, it looks fine. Even on a bigger screen. This is obviously the screen that you actually play this game on is probably like 1/10 the size of, or even smaller, to be honest.
A certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of
Feels like an eternity. Yeah, it's been an eternity since I played this. I'm not gonna lie. I actually dug out my old 3DS XL the other day to play Monster Hunter, because the new one's coming out. I'm sure most of you guys are Some of you guys are probably Monster Hunter fans as well. So I was replaying Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on the 3DS, just because I didn't really have anything to play lately, and I was playing Monster Hunter World and I was playing Rise, but I beat both of those, so I was kind of like, what can I do to like kind of scratch that Monster Hunter itch before Wilds comes out? So I dug out the old 3DS, and I miss that console, man. I miss handhelds. I don't have like a Steam Deck or anything yet, but I think eventually I want to look into getting one, because I do miss just chilling. You know, you feel like playing PC games or whatever, but you don't feel like sitting at your desk. So it was kind of nice just digging out the 3DS, playing a little 4U. And then I did see the demo for this game still installed on my 3DS. Some kind of 3D headset bundled with MGS game. Oh, are you talking about the Solid Eye with Acid 2 Press X? Is that what you're talking about? That's the only headset I can think of, like actual headset that you put on your head. There was like a 3D mode on the PSP, or on Acid 2, I should say, not on the PSP, where you could like look at some of the cards and some of the videos that you would earn, that you would unlock with the 3D. They called it the Solid Eye. This was before MGS4 came out too. Is that what you're talking about? It was just like a little shitty cardboard thing with like, you know, like when you're a kid, we had those like blue and red 3D. That's basically what it was. But it was bundled in with Acid 2, and you could like look at some of the videos that on. Japan got all the best, dude. Don't even get me started, Mosquito, with Japan getting all the cool stuff. I'm very excited, and we're gonna hear what it is soon. But I'm very excited to see what they come up with for Delta in Japan, because they haven't announced any special or collector's edition or premium edition, as they usually call them, in Japan yet. I think the U.S. has the collector's edition, which is the thing with like the terrarium. And then Europe has like that deluxe edition or whatever that has like artwork, cards, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But there's been nothing on Japan yet, so they're probably gonna ball out for Japan like they always do. Like Mosquito saying, they get the best stuff, man. They really do. You work? Oh, so it's kind of like graveyard, right? Dude, I used to work that shift. I know what that's like. Been trying to stay up a bit later than normal. Gotcha. So what's going on? You just can't sleep? The graphics look, yeah, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's upscaled to shit on this emulator. I'm using what is it called? Citra or Citrus or something? Citra, I think it's called. I've used Citra before to play Monster Hunter, but I haven't played Metal Gear 3DS really. Apart from like, setting up for stream, But as good as I can be. How have I been? I've been good, man. I've been busy. I've been wanting to get back into content creation again, and last year kind of kicked my ass, like the holidays, like it always does. It's always like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like really plan ahead going forward with like content, like make content in batch form basically around those holidays, because it's just there's so many people I have to see. There's so many things I have to do, and then this year I've been working on like certifications to try to like pivot, my IRL career and stuff, and like. So I was working on that. I was just busy this year, man. I still kind of am, but it's I've kind of like gotten to a point where it's slowed down. I don't have to study like as much for this first certification that I'm getting, but that's why I'm streaming and making videos again and stuff. It was so funny, man. Like, full disclosure, I was already working on a video last week when the news broke that Delta was coming out. So I was already like, I already did the voiceover. I obviously already wrote the script. I was putting the footage in there for it. And I woke up, when was it? Like Tuesday or Wednesday? I forgot when the news broke. But I wake up to literally like 20 notifications on like all, like text messages, fucking Twitter notifications, all the shit, right? About like, yo, the data got leaked. The date got leaked. And I was like, what? It was literally like 5:15 in the morning, 5 a.m. And I was like, what? I was like in a daze. And so I looked, and obviously, yeah, there it was, the full trailer on Twitter or X, whatever. And I go to YouTube, and GameSpot has the trailer up, and I'm like, what is happening right now? So I like got up, wrote a script, didn't even put clothes on, man. I was literally like in my underwear writing a script and like getting ready to do the voiceover work and like getting everything ready with that video. And like I already had a video I was working on. It's just funny. It's funny. It couldn't have dropped at a better time, because I was already planning to come back and start making videos again and stream again. So.
This mission would never have been possible
Gonna do an
unless there was
MGS2
a research
speedrun
facility.
and have this in the background. Let's go. Good luck with
This
your
is our
run, man.
last chance, so
MGS2 is a
I'll pass
toughie,
it
so
around to
good luck. Good
Emulation.
luck. You doing an extreme run, Euro extreme? Or are you going for a big boss rank? You doing very easy? Very easy is actually, I don't know if it still is, but historically, very easy has been the category that's most competitive, if you can believe it, for MGS2 speedruns, because it's really easy to get into, but like there's still some cool stuff you can do in the run. So if any of you guys are ever interested in doing like Metal Gear speedrunning and getting into that, like MGS2 very easy is actually a really fun run. All you had was Zelda? Yeah, I had Zelda on here too. I don't know if I bound that. I'm scared I'm gonna crash the game by look. Yeah, I don't even think I have the first R bumper even bound, so I hope that's nothing important. We'll see. Acid 2? Yeah, Acid 2 was the one that had that weird little solid eye that they called it. And then obviously that was like one of the main gimmicks in MGS4. That's the other thing I want to test is streaming MGS4 via the PS3 emulator. Because that's very taxing on my computer, but if I can do it, that would be such a fun stream, man. Just playing through MGS4 with like cranked up visuals and like better frame rate. I think that'd be super fun. We'll try it soon. Yeah, of course, Clarissa. What's your prediction? What do you guys want to see today? What are you guys hoping to see? Insomnia is getting you just thinking about oh, I get you. That's definitely something that I struggle with too, man. I know how annoying that can be. Yo, what up, dude? You got PS4 brand new? Wait, PS4. Oh, PS3 I'm guessing you're saying? Wait, the actual PS3 system? You got the Metal Gear Solid 4 PS3? I might have to hit you up about that. I never got that back in the day. Musab says, ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hand, I was already dead. Yep. Yep. I can't wait for a whole brand new generation of MGS fans to play Delta. It's gonna be cool. Fat says, thanks for your video. Got Foxhound. Nice, dude. That's awesome. That's quite an accomplishment. I'm glad the guide was able to help you out. Clear says Delta pre-order and Volume 2. Volume 2 announcement would be hype. I don't know if we're going to get that yet. I mean, I hope we do, obviously, but I don't know if we're going to get that yet. I don't think we're going to get a Volume 2 announcement until Delta's like out for a while. So like after August, maybe like fall of this year when Nintendo does their little like what do they call them? Directs, like Nintendo Directs or whatever. Because if you guys remember, the Volume 1 was announced via one of those Nintendo Directs, right? It was like a third-party Direct. And yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, in any version of MGS3, where if you pick I like MGS2, you get this extra little cutscene because he's wearing the Raiden mask. Clarissa says Xbox PC won't get 8 versus Monkey. They will get something else. I was actually thinking about that this morning, Clarissa. It's funny that you say that because if you guys remember when Ground Zeroes came out, we had on PlayStation we had Deja Vu exclusively for a while, and then the other platforms had Jamais Vu, or however you pronounce that, the one where it's like a Snatcher reference where you play as Raiden and you run around killing all the body snatchers. Now you get all of them, right? I'm pretty sure if you have Ground Zeroes and you play through it now, you get oh, here we go. Let's see if the controls actually work. Oh my god, that frame rate. Yo, I might throw up just playing this for the brief moment that we played before the state of play. Look at this. This is awful. Holy shit, man. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. I think we get another cutscene here, right? Before we get our backpack. Dude, this is so bad. I'm gonna throw up on stream. I think this might be the day. This might be the day we end up on live stream fails.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening.
Hoping for a new Nier. Yo, a new Nier would be hype. I still have to play Automata, man. I played Replicant or Gestalt, whatever you want to call it, and I loved it. I 100%ed it. I saw all the endings, and I still have Automata. Like I purchased it. Still in the wrappings, man. I haven't played it yet, even though I loved Replicant. So
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but
Be careful. You
hoping
might not
for a
have a
new
choice.
Nier.
what about you, Major? What should I call you?
Fave MGS game, and why is it Metal Gear Solid Touch? Yo, people clown on Metal Gear Solid Touch, but I played the shit out of that in high school on my
Oh, and Snake.
iPhone 3GS.
The crew isn't watching anymore.
When we had like a substitute teacher or something, or I just wasn't paying attention, I would just bust out my iPhone and play Metal Gear Solid Touch in class. So I can't even hate on that game. PS4. Oh, you're talking about the red one. You're talking about the one that looks like Big Boss's arm, right? Or yeah, Big Boss's arm from MGS5. I have that one actually. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. Ask around in chat. Is anybody interested in a Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain themed PS4? Brand new. Yeah, that one's dope. That one's dope because it's red and like black and has like the gold like power bar, right? When you turn on the console. Volume 1 was announced after Delta announcement. Yeah, but it was at the at a Nintendo event, right? Dude, that frame rate's looking fucking rough, right? Holy shit. I don't know how we're going to get through this game. Well, I mean, the plan today is just to see how far we get before the state of play.
This is Snake. Kept you waiting.
Vasilia says, hey, man, greetings from Greece. Wow. All the way from Greece. What up, man? How you doing?
You must leave no trace of your
When did I start streaming? I started streaming on Twitch a little bit last week with my friend. We were messing around just playing Monster Hunter, having fun. It wasn't really like streaming seriously. But I am hoping to stream more often on YouTube specifically from now on, you know, all the way till Delta launches. And obviously once Delta comes out, we're going to be streaming a lot. We're going to be doing 10+ hour days once Delta's out.
I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the
Ryden's
subject,
Wig says, it's so
exactly
good to see you,
my
man.
son's
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Ryden. How you doing, man?
Been issued a knife and a
I saw you. It was funny. I actually saw you comment on one of my friend's YouTube videos. Kitty Rar, for those of you guys who know Kitty Rar. She's a big Metal Gear fan. She's like a variety streamer on Twitch. She's really cool, and she actually put out a reaction to the Delta announcement.
You know where it is?
And I saw Ryan's Wig commented on it. I think it was Ryan's Wig. Yeah, it was funny. It's like a little Metal Gear family on YouTube.
Stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy.
Good to see you guys, though. I see a lot of familiar names in chat.
Your progress over the radio.
Yo, your Delta Funko Pops just arrived. I missed out. I didn't order those. I'm not big on like collecting figures, but those looked really cool actually.
I'll give you a call if I need to.
I actually don't have any Funko Pops, but I just don't really have that many figures in general. I have some of the what are they called, the Play Arts Kai Square Enix figures for Metal Gear, but that's really it. Most of the stuff that I collect for Metal Gear is like Japanese versions of the games or like the premium editions. Or, you know, like one of my prized possessions is actually the Extreme box for MGS3. That's like the box of like, I think it's like 4 or 5 DVDs that are all like, you know, there's like a 3-hour long interview with Kojima and some of the other developers about the creation of MGS3. It's all in Japanese, so I don't really understand it, but it's just cool to have stuff like that. The other discs have like advanced tactics you can use in the game from like Japanese players, from like, you know, really good Japanese players from back in the day, or some of the developers. Stuff like that I really like. I have the Metalworks, the Perfect MGS2 guide. That's like, it has like all the map layouts for like all the stages, and it also comes with a DVD. And that DVD is actually what got me into like speedrunning back in the day, because I saw like clips of that online somewhere on some forum way back in the day, and I was like, holy shit, the stuff you could do in these games is crazy, dude. And so that kind of got me into like, I don't know, playing the games at a, you know, more than just like, I'll play through them once, see the story, and then not play them. So
after you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop.
You have that PS4 too? Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice one. I don't really use it. I still use my day one PS4, but it's cool to collect, you know. Waleed says, have you played the MGS collection on Vita, and if so, what do you think of it? I have, but I don't have a Vita. I played it on one of those PlayStation TV things. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I mean, it runs pretty well on there. I've never played it on an actual Vita though. So I do want to get a Vita eventually. Actually, Brandon in chat got one recently, I think at the end of last year or so. And I've been wanting one for a while. It's just I'll have to ask him where he got his, and like I'm looking for like a reliable vendor, you know. Buying stuff on eBay is kind of sketch sometimes, so yeah. And then there's the whole, you know, is the OLED one better than the 2000 version or whatever? Like, I don't know. I'll have to like really research it before I buy one. But I do want to play through that and platinum them on the Vita, because I feel like it'd be kind of tough. I feel like that's a good challenge, to be honest with you. I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully nothing wild comes out of the state of play and I miss it. Just want to, appreciate you stopping by, bro. Get some rest if you can. Appreciate you, dude. The one with the gray controller? Yeah, that's the one I have. That's a good one. Did you find it like second hand or something, or did you buy it and you're trying to resell it? Story of MGS3 is so sad towards the end, and a whole new generation is about to experience. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm most excited about. I mean, obviously, I want to play the game myself, and it's a new experience, right? It looks way prettier, and it's going to run much nicer, and the control updates are going to be nice for a lot of people and all that. But like, what I'm most excited for is like seeing other people stream and like their reactions to the story for the first time, because there's going to be a lot of people that like this is like the gateway drug for them into MGS. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy that they would start with Delta, but like there's so many people that are going to get into Metal Gear through the remake, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited.
So how do I come back to life?
Big Boss had a reasonable crash out. Yeah, right. If there's any reason to crash out, it's definitely what happens in this game. And the thing about this game, and spoilers, my video that's coming out soon is going to be on this topic, but like it's not just like one or two things that happens to Naked Snake or Big Boss in this game. It's like, dude, he really gets fucked over so many different ways in this game. Like, you can't even blame him for how things turn out, you know?
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I seen her comment on there too. That was me. Yeah, I love Lily's content. She's always really fun and wholesome. Yeah, dude, Lily's the best. She's really cool. If any of you guys don't know her, she goes by Kitty Rar on Twitch. She's a variety streamer, but she like loves Metal Gear. That's like her series. She does like cosplays too, but she's variety. So she likes like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Capcom games. You know, she likes fighting games. So she does a little bit of everything. But yeah, she's like Raiden said, she's very like wholesome and good at games. Oh, what she's also known for is dance pad runs. So she plays through like Metal Gear Solid 1, for example, on a fucking like Dance Dance Revolution dance pad, and like plays through the whole game like that. It's insane. I would never be able to do that. My legs would be fucking toast. So yeah, she's cool people for sure.
My frequency is 145.73.
Got you. That's what happened. Yeah, the Volume 1 teaser was after Delta, you're right, and then they actually showed like a trailer for the collection in the little direct that they did, right? That's what happened. I still haven't played it on the Switch yet. I gotta try it out. The Master Collection. Have you guys played it? Have you guys any of you guys played it on the I almost said Vita. On the Switch?
Speaking of snakes, you remember
Yo, Tim, how's it going? Welcome.
Legendary soldier and your mentor.
You have a Calorie Mate box when you went to Japan from April? Tasted great. I tasted one a while ago and I didn't love it, but it was like the regular flavor. It wasn't like the chocolate ones. I heard the chocolate ones are way better, so that's cool. I still have the box too.
Jack, is that you? How many years?
You speed on the Tinker chapter on normal. Got actually lock down and do a full. Gotcha. Yeah, the best way to do it is just to, like what you're doing, is do it section by section. You know what I mean? Get the tanker down. Get like intimately familiar with it. Look at how other people do the run, and you know, sometimes there's strategies that are more advanced that require a little bit more practice. So you kind of like do your own thing for a little bit, and then once you get really good at the game and at that particular section that you're practicing, then you kind of refine it and start doing the stuff that you see the, you know, like the top 10 or top 5 runners do. That's how I always did it.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were
You got an OLED from Japanese seller on eBay? Gotcha. All right, Brandon, take it easy, man.
I taught you everything.
2 on the Vita is great. Play through the whole game on that. 3 runs like garbage, really?
The rest you needed to
Yeah, dude, that's the thing about 3 is like there's so much going on in the background, and then like Celino Yarsk, that it's people like to shit on the Master Collection and say like, oh, these games ran at like whatever frames per second on the PS2, but it's like, yeah, dude, like MGS2 ran at 60 frames or whatever, at a much lower resolution, so that like affects things obviously. Like yeah, you can make a game run at like 8,000 frames per second if the resolution's like 200 by 200, you know what I mean? But like the higher and more higher fidelity the images, obviously the frames per second are going to suffer, and it's going to be harder to get to that 30 stable or 60 stable. So I've heard good things about the Vita port though of the HD collection.
Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are
you're making your own MGS retrospective, trying to complete by nice. Yeah, that's the date, right? That's the date where we got to get all our content out before Delta comes out. I'm really hoping, man. I'm crossing my fingers, and hopefully we can get there. But I really hope Konami hooks me up with, like an advanced copy of the game. I'm not even asking for like a month in advance. Like shit, even like a week would be so good, because then I could pump out guides for you guys. I could do boss guides. I could do Foxhound guides, obviously. I could do like European Extreme or whatever the hell the highest difficulty is going to be. I could do like where all the new Gakko are, all the collectibles, like platinum guides. Getting the game the day of and trying to scramble, stream, and do that stuff on the side is so difficult. That's why you see like IGN and other like big streamers and stuff, they get the game early, obviously, so they can get all that out of the way. They can see the game, they can review it fairly, and then they can work on guides too, because it's really hard to just throw stuff together when you're, when the game's out and you get it the day of. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if that doesn't end up happening, I'm not going to complain. Konami's been really good to me in the past, and, there's obviously much bigger creators and much bigger outlets out there, but, dude, I really hope it actually, like, pans out this time, that I get an early copy. Yeah, obviously, fucking Metal Gear's gonna come back with the full forces. Did you guys see that Fortnite's gonna have new skins? That's actually exciting, because it brings more people in. Whenever, depending on how you feel about Fortnite, whether you hate it or love it or somewhere in between, it always brings in new people, and that's always a good thing for Metal Gear or whatever the franchise is. What up, Bob Love? You play on real 3DS, however? No, I'm playing on an emulator right now, but I have played this game on a 3DS when it came out. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Miles says, Whimsy and you are my fave, and of course, George. I appreciate that. Yeah, Whimsy and George are both really cool. George is hilarious, and Whimsy's super wholesome. I loved watching her videos, like, her play through all the games and seeing her reactions to everything. She's definitely cool. The dance pad is how I came across her. That was honestly crazy. I remember it was all over Reddit, and yeah, dude, she's been speedrunning. I forgot to mention that, but she was like a regular speedrunner for a while. I think she used to do Resident Evil runs, if I remember correctly. But she used to just speed. I know she used to do even like MGS2, or maybe it was Twin Snake speedruns as well. But she does a little bit of everything. But yeah, she's most known for those dance pad runs, because it's impressive to watch, honestly. It's, imagine playing through MGS1 on a Dance Dance Revolution dance pad, dude. It's insane.
Who knows if either of us will make it out alive.
Love this version. It's what introduced me to the series. I've heard that a lot, Nine. I've actually heard that a lot. A lot of people played the 3DS version as like their introduction to the series. That's actually kind of cool. Were you like big on Nintendo? Did you only stick to like Nintendo or handhelds, or what made you check out this version specifically? Only on PS5. Yo, what up, Jack? How you doing?
Not to worry.
Is it horrible on the Switch? Holy shit. I gotta try it out. I have it. I just haven't even opened it yet.
Where are you, boss?
Oh, you guys know each other?
The boss is
Raiden and Jack.
communicating with us by radio from aboard a
You guys are the same person. What do you mean?
in the Arctic Ocean.
My favorite stripper. Erwin says, have you seen the post of someone cosplaying Big Boss and hitting a big bong?
Gotcha.
Nah, I haven't seen that. That sounds hilarious. Is it on the Metal Gear Solid subreddit? I'm usually on there. I usually see everything that goes on there. Huh. That's hilarious. MGS5 is in the Master Collection Volume 2. They better add Invisible. Oh my god. That whole invisible rabbit hole, man. Playing that song for the entire playthrough. I enjoyed MGS2 and 3 on the Vita. Played them and got the platinum. Wow, that's crazy. Those are two of the platinums that I am missing for this series. Are the Vita ones. I'll get them eventually. I am planning to get a Vita, so. Yeah, these cutscenes don't look bad. They definitely do look different. I mean, this is a different engine entirely, obviously. But for a 3DS game that's not supposed to look, not supposed to be blown up this crazy, it doesn't look bad. You know, it's just the frame rate is god awful, man. How do I aim in this shit? There we go. I know there's 3 different. I remember that there's 3 different ways to aim, right? Yeah, there's the auto aim, which is the traditional way. This like Peace Walker-esque view, and then the traditional, the version that I'm used to. Can you stand on your tippy toes in this game? You cannot. All right, that's not good. I guess for the sake of this, let's do this camera, right? I mean, I'm sure I'll switch to FPS if I need to, but since this is like the new mode, we'll try that out. Oh my god, I'm seriously gonna puke. Good thing we're watching the state of play, because I don't think I can play this game for like hours. Like I said, if this runs okay and we're able to get through most of it, maybe we'll do like a challenge run where I stream the game on extreme and try to get Foxhound or something. That's gonna be torture, but for you guys, I'd suffer through it. I completely forgot, by the way, that there's a radar. You see that on the bottom right, the mini screen? That's so crazy. I completely forgot about that. Because obviously, as you know, there's no radar, Solton radar in regular MGS3. 1, because it doesn't make sense for the time period. Oh my god, this thing's going to hit me. And 2, because I think they kind of wanted you to take in the environments, the jungle, and like rely on, you know, your own 2 eyes in this. I haven't even tried crouch walking yet. Oh, that actually helps the frames a little bit. You guys see that? Not by much, but it does help. Holy shit, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. All right, let me see chat. Before I forget, thanks for helping with MGS2 Big Boss. I now have all the MGS plats. Nice, Miles. That's huge. Congrats, man. That's a big accomplishment. I'm glad my my guides were able to help. I wish the collector's edition was available. I'm sick of it being sold out. Yeah, seriously. I missed out on that thing the first day because I was making videos about like the announcement. And then every time that's like I see something on Twitter or something where it's like it's been restocked, I go and it's like no, temporarily out of stock. I'm like, all right, well. I just remembered something last year. I planned on MGS2 using your guide for the most part, but I never got a chance. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Glad you got your plat done. Yeah, MGS2 is a tough one, man. For those of you guys who use my guide or any guide and got through MGS2, that is a tough run. Like, you guys should be super proud of yourselves because that is not an easy platinum, and it's not an easy game to get the max rank on. I made a video, I think, a couple of years ago now on like the hardest Metal Gear. And I also ranked all the trophies, but at that time the Master Collection wasn't out. But anyway, I made a video on like the hardest Metal Gear, and MGS2 is up there, man. MGS2 is very difficult. Like, sneaking around the big shell is difficult. Even the tanker chapter is difficult with Olga. Like, Olga filters out so many people that are trying to do a big boss run. She filters out so many people, and that's like literally like 5 minutes into your run, you have to come across Olga, and it's just like she is such a wall, man. It's crazy.
Don't forget that anything that moves will stand out.
Strange Grain, first time catching a stream. Just started the MJ series a month or 2 ago. Started with 5, and wow, you start with 5. Nice. Currently working through 3 right now. Just beat the Fury, and you're having a blast. Well, first of all, welcome to the stream and to the channel, Strange. And second of all, welcome to the Metal Gear fandom community, whatever you want to call it. 5 is a good entry point, I think, for a lot of people, because it's like a more modern game. The gameplay is superb, probably some of the best in the series. And I mean, for the little story and for how much people kind of slam the story compared to the other games, I think you have to put the lens of like a new player over your eyes and like kind of see it like. If you never played Metal Gear before and you don't have that reference point, holy shit, I'm already in Gremmy North. I already forgot how to aim. How do I aim? How do I equip my weapons? 1 second. All right, there we go. Holy shit, I can't see anything. That is like the smallest reticle. This is awful. Oh shit, I didn't headshot him. Oh my gosh, dude, this is going to be hilarious. Oh my god, I have to stream this on Extreme. I have to play this on Extreme. This is so bad. This reticle. It works in Peace Walker, but it does not work for this game, really. How did I miss? Oh my god, this is awful. There we go. I'm cracked. But yeah, I think if you don't know the rest of the Metal Gear story. Oh, Yoshi, what the fuck? I forgot that they replaced the Gakko in this. Let's go. If you don't have the reference points of like MGS2, original MGS3, like the MGS5 story, like Ground Zeroes into Phantom Pain, and I might be, you know, one in the minority here in chat, but I feel like it's intriguing enough to where you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna play the other games. These games are sick, or this game's sick, so let me check out MGS3. Let me check out MGS1. You know, that's just my opinion. I think there's enough there where if you're not a Metal Gear fan already, you're intrigued enough to check out the rest of the series, which is good, obviously, because then we get people like, you know, Strange, and we get to welcome them into the community. Stealth, we got to play some Fortnite. Dude, I'm down. I didn't get to do that the first time when the Raiden and Old Snake skins came out, or Snake skins came out in general, but I kind of want to do that and play, like, open lobby with you guys, you know? Holy fuck, this aiming's going to do my head in. There we go. Yo, and the frames when you're aiming are so disgusting. Holy shit, bro. But, yeah, that'd be super fun. Would you guys want to do that? Like, I hop on stream and we do some Fortnite shenanigans. I'm playing no build, though, because I'm not like a 13-year-old cracked fucking builder, dude. Oh, here we go with the gyro controls. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. So, like, I'd be down to play some no build if you guys are down to check out the new skins. It hasn't been announced what they are, right? The new skins. Yeah, Invisible is a banger. That's a good song. What was your reaction to the Boba skip? I remember when that happened. It was so crazy. I wasn't watching her stream when it happened, but I remember when the news broke and all the speedrunners were freaking the fuck out. So crazy that stuff still gets discovered all these years, you know what I mean? And there's people who only speedrun Metal Gear games. And it's so crazy that someone who isn't even a speedrunner, who was just playing Metal Gear Solid 1 for the first time, I believe, discovered such a crazy, like, game-breaking skip like that. You know what I mean? It's so nuts. But that's how deep these games are. That's why I fell in love with, like, speedrunning them and just, like, playing at, like, a higher level, you know? Connor says, use your guides to finish getting the plats for Master Collection. Great guides. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wow, you guys are warming my heart today, man. I got to stream more often. I'm glad that the guides are useful. So obviously I'm going to be making guides for Delta once Delta's out. Like, that's, you guys don't even have to ask that question because it's 1000% happening. That's one of my favorite things to do, and that's how I started making content, was guides. If you go way back in my, like, YouTube history to, like, 2012, my first few videos that are public are, like, MGO2, Metal Gear Online 2 videos, and, like, Peace Walker guides on where you can find everything, how to trigger the final Peace Walker battle, where to find Zadornov, stuff like that. Like, I always gravitated toward making guide videos, so I've kind of come full circle now. With, like, guides and stuff, and it always makes me super happy seeing that you guys use them, and it actually helps. It looks pretty bad, the frame rate? Yeah, it's terrible. D. Brensky says, I wonder if Delta will launch with additional DLC camp suits. Well, I can tell you that it's launching with some extra something, because if you go to the main page where you pre-order the game on the Konami website, oh my god, I'm gonna have to use Razvet with this aiming. I keep forgetting that I can crouch walk too. I'm fucking dumb. You can go to the DLC section of where the pre-order is. How did I not get the head? There we go. And then in one of the DLC sections, it says something like bonus survival pack 1 or something like that. I forgot the exact terminology. Really? That wasn't headshot? I forgot the exact terminology, but it's something like that. Oh my god, that guy almost spotted me. I forgot I wasn't playing on Extreme. If I was playing on Extreme, this guy would have seen me. 1000%. Oh, he saw me anyway. What the? So yeah, there's like a DLC survival pack 1 or something. And I don't know what that is, but it's either like MGO related, which I really hope gets announced soon. I really hope that's the and more that they showed us in this trailer. Or it's something like you're saying, like an extra camo, or just like the single player, you know? Either way, I'd be happy. But I don't know. We're going to have to see, I guess. I don't know if we're going to see. Do you guys think? I haven't really talked about the state of play yet. That's what we're doing after this, by the way, is we're checking out the state of play. But what do you guys expect to hear? Do you guys expect anything new from Metal Gear today? I was actually talking to Lily or Kitty Rar in her stream a couple days ago, and they reminded me that when they showed Delta off at the last, I think it was the last PlayStation event, they showed a tiny little clip that was new that wasn't in the trailer. I think I can go in there now, right? think we're good. Yeah. They showed a little clip of Snake and Eva for the first time on the bike at the very end of their little sizzle reel, of their little PlayStation sizzle reel. So maybe we might get lucky and see a little something extra, but I don't know if we're going to get like anything else substantial. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong and we do. What I'm hoping for is that we'll get another Hotline production video. You know, those videos that the developers do on the Konami YouTube channel? It's like an hour long or like 40 minutes long, and they go over whatever the latest news is. I think we'll see whatever the hell that other mode is in one of those. So we're probably going to have to wait a little while.
I'm a CIA
Yeah. Dude, Portable Ops has better frame rate than this. Even without the 60 frames per second hack on the emulator, the frame rate in this game is terrible, dude. It's so bad. That's why it would be like a good challenge run for me doing this on extreme. They replaced Kiefer Sutherland's performance. I will lose my mind. His performance. I like Kiefer. I'm a Kiefer enjoyer, so I can't even hate. There are mods that port 3DS crouch. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. You can do it on the what's it called? The Master Collection version on PC. You beat MGS2 Extreme, but it was Pigeon Rank. Yo, just beating it on Extreme is an accomplishment, Fallen. So, your entry point was Rising. Yeah, that's another one that a lot of people kind of got the Metal Gear bug through is Rising. That's a good game. You're not gonna ever hear any Rising hate from me. I love that game when it came out, and I love that game to this day. I'd be so down you play no build. I hate build, dude. It's not that I hate it. I just can't do it. Like, my brain isn't wired at that point, and I'm fucking 30 years old now, over 30 now. So it's like I'm not gonna sit there and figure out how to build in that game. Like, I could build the basic, you know, 4-walled little ramp. I'll do that. That's my building. But I'm betting the new skins are gonna be Naked Snake and the boss. That would be hype, dude. That would be fucking hype. But I think I saw a leak, and I don't know if this is true, but I saw a leak that it's Cyborg Raiden and Solidus, which shit, Solidus with the tentacle power suit back bling might be kind of hard. Ocelot would be amazing too. Ocelot's one of my favorite characters, so I really hope MGS1 Solid Snake is added. You don't really like his MGS2? Yeah, I like both his sneaking suits. I sub because you're such a no BS Metal Gear fan, straight to the point. Yeah, that gets me in trouble sometimes, but I appreciate it, Tim. What I want to know is why Snake and Raiden are so flat in Fortnite. Probably because it's a kid's game and you can't have them like double cheeked up running around on Fortnite and parents walk into the room and can you imagine? Like, even old Snake in MGS4 was kind of caked up, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of had to like look around, look over my shoulder and shit, make sure nobody was watching when I did like the little inchworm sneak with old Snake. You guys know what I'm talking about. My guide in 1998 was Sega. Oh my God, Sega Sages. That's a fucking throwback. Yeah, that was like pre-IGN days. Shit, it might have been pre like Game Forms days, like Game Facts. No, I think Game Facts was around back then, right? Fucking Sega Sages though, man. I forgot about that. Damn, that's a throwback. Completely forgot about that website. I helped you trigger Zeke with that guide. That's crazy. All these years later, those guides still get views. I'm gonna remake them though once Peace Walker is announced with the Master Collection Volume 2. I'll definitely remake those guides. Ryan's like, your streams are honestly missed, man. We love you. You're a legend in the. Oh, I appreciate that. Yo, you guys are gonna make me cry up in here. During the dark days when there was no new Metal Gear, one of the few who kept it alive. Yeah, for a while they're like. I know a lot of you guys are new to the channel, but dude, I fucking streamed and made guides and played Survive. That's how much of like a real one I am, if I can say that about myself in the Metal Gear community. I played fucking Survive. And I didn't just play it once and like, dude, I played like 800 hours of Survive on like stream and shit. Like anything that was in Survive that you could grind and try out and do and level up, I fucking did. Like I platinumed that game. And I'm going to platinum it again eventually on my recent PSN that I'm using now. Dude, it's insane. Like anything Metal Gear I'm going to try, even if it's like a fucking cash grab, sellout, whatever game. I have footage on my channel of Metal Gear Solid Social Ops. I'm sure most of you guys don't even know what the hell that is. Anything that has Metal Gear on it, I'm going to play it and I'm going to cover it. You know what I mean? Like whether it's shit or not. And I mean, you're never going to hear me say Survive is the best Metal Gear game, but that's not the point.
What about the sentry?
I managed to get past them.
Yeah. Whenever it's the end of the
I
year, I
see.
tend to disappear
What
for a little
about
bit.
the
I don't
boss?
want to. I
We lost
constantly want to
contact
make
with the boss
content and
some
like
time ago.
talk to you
What
guys and
happened?
keep up with you guys and stream
Probably
and
just a weak signal.
all that
Just
fun stuff.
hurry
So
and
I
get
apologize
circle
for
up
that.
out of
But
there.
back for now, leading up to Delta. Once Delta's out, we're gonna go hard and hopefully we get to ride out Delta and then we get some Volume 2 announcements. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. That it's just like a steady stream of Metal Gear content. Hopefully. I'm also hoping for more stuff like Fortnite collabs, so I can stream Fortnite and you guys can laugh at how bad I am at that, and stuff like I'm like praying. And I was talking to some of you that were nice enough to go to my Twitch stream last week. I'm crossing my fingers and praying that since this year is a Monster Hunter and Metal Gear Solid drop year, that they do something. It could be the stupidest, like little tiny dumb crossover where they add like a silly little reference to Metal Gear and Monster Hunter. You know what I mean? Or something, you know, if MGO does come out, there's like a little Monster Hunter something in Metal Gear. You know, like those two series are some of my favorite games like of all time and series of all time, obviously. So it's like I'm hoping we get something, because the last one was obviously, as you guys know, Peace Walker and Monster Hunter, and that was probably one of the best video game collabs ever, in my opinion. Having the hunting quests in Peace Walker, and then it was in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, which was a Japanese exclusive game. They had skins for Big Boss. They had his Peace Walker battle suit. And then they also had, for female characters, for female players, they had the boss. Full-on sneaking suit, her white sneaking suit, iconic, and her face has a mask that you could wear as a helmet. And those collabs were so sick, dude. For me personally, it's just like so cool because I love both of these franchises, obviously. So I don't know. We got to see something. Anyway, like that's what I want to see, so I can kind of ride out the content, and like when I'm not streaming, I don't know, Delta for the 500th time, I can stream Fortnite if there's new skins, or if there is something Metal Gear in Wilds, I can obviously check that out and stream it. Cut it up, make a video out of that, showcasing that stuff, you know? That's what I'm hoping. I hope it's like a very Metal Gear centric year. But we'll see. At the very least, we're getting Delta, which is exciting, so. Oh, and I didn't even mention MGO. Yo, if MGO, I'm telling you guys right now, if MGO comes out, we're streaming that all day, every day. I don't care. We're streaming the I love Metal Gear Online. Like, I fucking love Metal Gear Online. So if MGO is announced, whether it's a remake of MGO 1, brand new MGO, I'm playing it. I don't give a fuck. It could be horrible. It could be a horrible MGO. I'm still playing it. I played MGO 3, so. Appreciate that, though, Anu. I am back for now. Looks like if they show the same thing that was leaked and nothing more, that's what I'm saying, man. Ascendancy, that's what I'm saying. But I don't want to get my hopes up, so I'm kind of thinking that's all they're going to show is just the trailer again. But like I said, we might get a production hotline video after that. Yeah, exactly, Ryan's. We usually get a transmission after each trailer, so hopefully that's announced. Kevin says, is a 3DS screen even capable of 60 hertz? I remember my Vita could play the indoor parts of MGS2 and 3 at 60 FPS. I don't think it is, to be honest with you. I know there's like cheats you could use on this emulator, but I didn't want to get into all of that. All I did was upscale it, so it looks a little cleaner. But I do know there's like frame hacks that you could do. I don't want to try that, though, because this game already crashed at the beginning of the stream. We were watching the intro screen where it was literally just panning on like that first little area where you spawn in the Virtuous mission. It was literally just panning in that section of the game, and it crashed. So can you imagine with like a frame per second hack? Stranger says, it's funny. I picked up Metal Gear at the perfect time 10 years after the release of MGS5, and all of a sudden there's all this new news. Yeah, seriously, strange, because there was so much, you know, like there was so much of a gap between Metal Gear Solid 5, then Survive came out a couple years after that, and then nothing. Like, I'm talking nothing for years until Delta and the Master Collection were announced. It's been like years of just nothing. That's kind of why I just like said, fuck it, I'll make content on other games. Those of you guys who have been subscribed to my channel long term know that I went to like World of Warcraft, and I was just playing random stuff, other games that I like, and making content for that. And I did pretty well actually in those game series. But I mean, this channel has always been, the heart of it has always been Metal Gear. So it's nice to be back now. Nice to talk to all of you. Nice to have like new members in the community. And hopefully we get a bunch of new people in here once Delta gets a little bit closer. So. But yeah, you came in at the perfect time, Strange. Just heads up, reminder in case anyone doesn't know yet, MGO1 from MGS3 and MGO2. Yeah, they're fully playable on Save MGO. I play a lot of MGO2 on that server. You didn't like MGS5 because of the credits before and every... Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a Kojima thing. He wanted to make it like a TV show. He was like super into TV and like episodic stuff. So like one of the things that he wanted to kind of build off of Peace Walker is that kind of like bite-sized episodic mission structure. And he kind of continued that into the Phantom Pain. It is kind of annoying, but I didn't really mind it too much, you know. You could tell what Kojima's into at the time by what he adds into the game, you know. Your entry point was MGS1 at a very young age. Your older brother showed you it, and you've been absolutely obsessed ever since. Your entire life has been Metal Gear. Your brother is still obsessed too. Yeah, that's kind of like me. So like Henry in chat, if he's still here, that's my cousin, and we were like fucking brothers when we like grew up. We spent a lot of time together, and so like anything that you guys know how it is when you have an older sibling, you're into whatever they're into, right? Like, so he was into certain games, and so I would watch him play, and I would be into them too, just by proxy. And Metal Gear was one of those games. So, yeah, it's funny. Like, for those of us who grew up around that time who were kids, it's always like the older like siblings or older cousins or parents or whatever that get you into these games that just like end up being lifelong obsessions.
You ejected the first bullet.
I can't wait to see this cutscene, by the way. We saw a little bit of it in the trailer, in one of the trailers they showed. But yeah, it's gonna be so cool seeing this in Delta. All of these scenes, man. Thanks to my guides, you got big boss rank in MGS1. Nice. Yeah, that's a fun run. Is MGS1 big boss rank? Thanks for checking out the guides, and I'm glad they were able to help you out. Sala. Jordan says, I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself, Solid Snake. Solidus would be so awesome in Fortnite. I would hop back on the game after 5 years for that skin. I love Solidus, man. Like, I have a soft spot for all of the enfant terrible, but yeah, I don't know. I like Liquid is probably up there as one of my favorite characters, but like Solidus is cool as shit too, man. I love Solidus. There was a leak a while back about Fortnite skins they're working on. Cyborg, Raiden, and Solidus were on that list, so that definitely would make sense. Yeah, I follow like a couple of them, like HypeX, I think is his name. You know, like the big, huge Fortnite content creator, leaker, data miner guys. And I think I saw it on his page that it was something about Solidus and Raiden came up. Or Cyborg Raiden. That's what I'm basing it off of. I have no idea. I don't keep up with Fortnite other than following those two pages. But anything that they show that's Metal Gear is hype, man.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I was watching MGS1 guide earlier today just to keep me entertained while working. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you guys checking out the content. Like I said, I am crossing my fingers that Konami hooks me up early with Delta stuff, like a review copy, so then I can get a review out and then just grind out Foxhound rank guides, hidden collectible Gakko guides, you know, any like collectible in general, camos, face paint. So I'm sure they're going to add new ones, right? But if they don't do that, then I'm still going to put out those guides. It's just going to take me a little longer. But I appreciate you guys checking out the guides, even if you're not actively using them. That helps a ton. Just having my videos up on a second screen, even if you're not actively watching them, is massive, is huge for my, you know, my channel getting discovered and all that good stuff. YouTube's weird. YouTube's weird nowadays. There's a lot of weird quirks to it. So pretty much anything you guys do, any interaction, any comments, leaving the videos up, I appreciate because it really does help. I think he drops a mousetrap, right? Oh yeah, he does in this version too. That's funny. Do we get the time paradox? Probably, right? There's no reason why they would take that out. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Your first MGS game was 5 on PS3, if you can believe it. Wow, I you know what's crazy, Short Fuse, is I actually bought I've told the story before, but so at the time that Ground Zeroes was coming out, I had my channel already, obviously, but I wasn't, you know, I don't consider myself big now, but like I was nowhere near the size that I am now. But I still had a couple of contacts at Konami, right? So I sent an email and I was like, yo, like I'm trying to put out guides. What I just said, literally my usual spiel that comes out every single time there's a new Metal Gear anything. Like same email goes out to Konami, same email goes out to my contacts. And So I emailed them, didn't really get a response back then. So I was calling literally within like a 50-mile radius of where I live to try and see if any stores, mom and pop shops, anything, secondhand game stores, anybody would sell me a copy of Ground Zeroes early so I could put out speedruns, so I could put out guides, so I could put out content, right? Kept calling for days, for weeks, calling, right? Left and right for hours, calling the same places back because they're like, oh, we don't really know, the manager's not in, blah, 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 right? Finally, it's like, I want to say like 2 weeks till the game's out. Ground Zeroes this is, right? And so I'm like scrambling, I'm like, shit. So I reach out to my friend, or I think I go hang out with my friend that lives in a city nearby. And we're talking about Metal Gear, and he's like, yeah, I already pre-ordered it at like this shop, right? And I was like, oh, is that like a mom and pop game shop? And like, are they like close by? And they're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's like 15 minutes away from my house. And like, they break street date. They don't really give a shit. So like, if you haven't checked yet, I've gotten games there early. So I was like, yo, we have to call right now. So I called and I asked, and I was like, yeah, when are you guys getting Ground Zeroes in on PS4? Because that was when PS4 was first coming out. And I had one pre-ordered. And they're like, oh, like PS4, we don't really know because it's still kind of new. And we're still kind of dealing with like PS3 stock. And like most of our inventory is still PS3. So I was like, dude, like, I got to do what I got to do. So what I did was I told them, I'm like, hey, as soon as you get those games in, like literally, as soon as you scan them into your inventory and crack open the box, please call me, like immediately. I like write my number down, confirm my name, and please, like, I'm going to call back a day before, like, the actual release date to see if you guys have them in yet. And he's like, yeah, no problem, like, blah, blah, blah. So I confirmed with him. He had all my information down. And I got so lucky. He got the shipment in 2 weeks early. So, like, the week after I called and told him all that, literally, like, it was like a week and a half after that, he got Ground Zeroes in for PS3. And I got to play Ground Zeroes like a week and a half early. It was like a week and a half or 2 weeks early. So I was like, if you go back, I had the world record speedrun for Ground Zeroes for like 2 weeks, dude, because I was practicing like crazy. I made sure to go offline on PSN and, like, you know, make sure not to let my trophy show up publicly and stuff because you get banned for stuff like that. And then they follow up with you and they're like, who sold you this game early? Like, you have to be really careful when you break embargoes and like street dates. But dude, they hooked me up. So long story short, I got the PS3 version of Ground Zeroes before the PS4 version just because I could get it early and start practicing. So I got the PS3 version of Phantom Pain, but I never did play it. I still have it in the wrappings because by that time I had my PS4 and, you know, it ran a little better on PS4. But yeah, it was crazy. That was a fun time, man. Looking back, like scrambling to try to find an early copy of the game, someone who would sell it to me, and I was practically like begging. I was practically begging all these mom and pop shops to sell me a game, man, early. But I mean, that's still kind of how it is, bro. Like, full disclosure, and nothing against Konami, but I didn't get a code at all for any system for the Master Collection Volume 1. The PC version that you guys saw me stream, the PS5 version that I bought, the PS4 version that I have digitally, all that was me. They did not hook me up at all. Like, at all. So it's like, I might have to do that again for Delta. You never know. It might be scrambling to call mom and pop shops 2.0 this year. Oh my God. Do you guys hear the audio? Dude, the frame, I think we're in like 5 frames per second right now. This is a slideshow. I just started the PowerPoint presentation for today. You have every, oh my God, my ears. You have every Metal Gear Platinum possible apart from Survive. I just don't know if you can bring yourself to do Survive. It's fun, man. It's fun doing it with friends. That's how I did it. Think of Survive. Here's the best way I can put Survive for those of you guys who, like, think it's the worst game on the planet. And this might not resonate with all of you, but think of Survive as like a really low budget, shitty version of Monster Hunter with Metal Gear assets and like skin over it. You know what I mean? Like, picture like a low budget game with a Metal Gear theme that's trying to be Monster Hunter, and that's basically what Metal Gear Survive is after the story. And that's why I enjoy it, because I like Monster Hunter a lot. I love Monster Hunter. So it's like, even when I was playing it, like, I kind of realized, like, huh, this is kind of like a shitty Monster Hunter, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I got through it. What do I think will be on Volume 2? Definitely Peace Walker. Probably TPP and GZ. I'm hoping I'm hoping MGS4. If MGS4 is on Volume 2, Konami wins. Even if it runs like shit, even if it's god awful, Konami still wins. Like, that's a big W for us, in my opinion. But realistically, I think it's going to be Rising, Peace Walker, and then MGS5 or MGSV, both of the games. The definitive editions, obviously.
It's raining blood.
Did you hear? It's raining blood. It's like fucking she can't even speak. It's like 2 frames per second because of all the... Oh my god, dude. This is bad. I'm fully expecting the game to crash any second. Just full disclosure. Do you believe MGS1 remake rumors? I kind of do believe them. Because they've been circulating for years now, Clarissa, but I don't think we'll hear about it anytime soon. You never know. But if they are true, I don't think we're going to hear about it till maybe next year. Can't wait for Guy Savage and Delta. I'm sure somebody could probably mod that in, right? If it's not in there from the start. Your uncle got you into MGS1 for your birthday. You had no clue about it. The fact that it released 17 days before. Been a fan since 98. Now at 37, I'm finally able to find and collect everything. Yeah, now that you have some disposable income, right? Ascendancy. As a kid, you can barely scrounge together money to buy the actual games. Now it's nice to go back and buy like collectibles and everything you missed, right? That's cool though, man. There's a lot of stories like that of like you know, like I was saying, older siblings or parents or relatives getting you into games that you play for the rest of your life. You're in Vegas wearing a shirt with the Diamond Dog logo, went to a bar, and apparently Diamond Dogs is a motorcycle gang out there. What? Really? That's fucking crazy. Yo, that's cool though. You should have said you were part of them, man. You should have said, yeah, I know. I'm this chapter's leader. Start some Sons of Anarchy shit out there. That's hilarious. Yo, next time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna wear a Diamond Dog shirt and see if I get told that. What bar were you at?
Are we taking him with us?
John C says, you're playing through Splinter Cell Chaos. Oh, I love that game, dude. That's one of the... Like, other than Metal Gear, I think that's one of my favorite stealth games, like, gameplay-wise. Because of the amazing... Yeah, exactly. There you go. Gameplay mechanics. It almost feels like cheating since you only play Metal Gear... Yeah, exactly, right? Metal Gear's deep, man. Like, if you don't study, like, the gameplay of Metal Gear, you wouldn't think it. And, like, the way that most people play Metal Gear... And this isn't... there's no wrong way to play Metal Gear, right? But, like, you know... sneaking around and like crawling on your stomach and going slowly, but like if you really get into the mechanics of Metal Gear, it's crazy. Like you can do some crazy stuff in this, like impressive stuff in these games. Yo, what up, Trey? Let's see here. I'm the real man. You don't have any friends? No, you have all of us. You have, how many people do we have in here? You have 41 friends in here. What are we talking about, right? Short Fuse says, why don't you pre-order the board game? Oh my god, dude. I saw, holy shit. That was so loud in my ear. That fucking lightning sound effect at 3 frames per second. Hopefully it's not that loud for you guys, but that blasted my fucking ears. Jesus. I saw Lily, I saw Kitty Rar, open that up on her stream, and I was so jealous, man. I wouldn't even play it. I would just collect the little, the little mini Metal Gear Rex and shit.
I'll take care of him.
I think you can still buy it though, Short Fuse. I was on her stream and somebody linked to Amazon, and it's the same price as it was off the official website. So, your board game arrived out of nowhere with no update saying it's on the way or anything, but there's a mistake in the blast furnace. It's called a blast furnace? Oh shit, that's hilarious. That's so funny, dude. Blast furnace. I mean, they kind of rushed that thing out, right? Actually, no, it's the opposite. They didn't rush it out. They canceled it like twice. And then I had it pre-ordered the first time, and then they canceled it or something happened. So I was like, screw this, man. This is never coming out. So when I saw that they were re-releasing it, I was like, I'm not going to pre-order this thing. It's not ever coming out. And then obviously now is, you know, just my luck is when it actually comes out. So. Willie says, you really want Volume 2 to have Ghost Babel? Yeah, me too, but I think Volume 2 is going to be the mainline games again. And they might do Ghost Babel as like, you know how they did Snake's Revenge and they did the NES or the NES version of Metal Gear? Maybe Ghost Babel is kind of like thrown in like that. But I think for like the main games, they want to stick to the mainline series. They have that timeline that they posted right on the website where it's like, you know, the actual numbered games, Peace Walker and stuff like that. And probably Rising as well, because Rising's huge. Like, Rising is a fucking huge game now in the series, thanks to all the younger fans and all the memes and stuff that came out in recent years. Here you are. I think the main games will be MGS4, Rising,
My place is
Portable
within
Ops. Huh. That's an interesting one. I mean, I'm not against it. If they can find a way to package Portable Ops in there running at 60 FPS with tweaked controller layouts, that would be crazy. That's another huge Konami W in my opinion. Because you can play Portable Ops right now on, for example, PPSSPP, the PSP emulator, and there's like a speed hack for it, so it runs at 60 FPS. And you can also go in there and tweak the emulator to, like, you can set your right stick on your controller to act as the D-pad, and that's how you move it. You know, you move the camera, I should say. So you can kind of make it work. It's still a little jank, but it's better than playing on the claw grip on your PSP back in the day. But if Konami can figure out, and they have the resources, there's no excuses, they can definitely do it, to package it in there with all of those quality of life improvements,
Snake,
that's a huge
can you
W
hear
for
me?
them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
is the board
barely.
game fun? I haven't seen anybody play through it, but
Listen to me. You need emergency medical
even just
treatment.
like the
Can
little
you move?
collectibles are cool. Oh, how are we gonna do this? Treating
Got
to
to
my
get those
wounds.
wounds
Oh
treated.
man, this
Hang
is gonna
in
be
there.
fun. I might have to use my mouse for this. We might have
Right,
to
let's get you
switch
fixed up.
control schemes.
Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll
But yeah,
all
that's a
be
good
over
guess,
before
Jack. I mean,
you
that'd be sick. I would have no objection to that. MGS4 is the big one for me. Literally, they could just put MGS4 in there and name that the volume collect or the Master Collection Volume 2, and I'd be happy with it. If it's literally just MGS4.
Major.
Now, if they want to go above and beyond, and they would never do this,
She's defected.
but if we're living
Talk about that
on
later. First, we've got to get you
Mars
patched
and
up.
we're in a perfect society, it's a utopia society, and Konami's balling out for us, the fans. If they added cross-platform, cross-play Metal Gear Online 2 servers to the Volume 2 version of MGS4, I would be happy for the rest of my life. Like, I wouldn't need anything for the rest of my life. If they made it so you could play online, dedicated servers, MGO2, across all platforms, I would be the happiest person on the planet. I would be so happy, dude.
Choose the item you want to use, then press the enter button.
Is there a lore reason the
This
boss to
method,
fix?
you
No,
can
she
use
just felt like
items
it.
to help
She
your
just felt like it,
recovery
right?
process.
She got up
Treat it
on
like
August, when is it?
process.
August 18th or
First,
whatever
secure the affected
this mission
area
takes
with
place.
fastener, then wrap it in
Do you think
bandages.
Master Collection
That
Volume 2
should
will
do
be
it.
released on
For
PS4? You
lacerations,
saw that the new
you'll need
Castlevania collection
disinfectant to
wasn't
clean the
released.
wound,
Oh, I don't know.
sutures to
That's
stitch
a
it
tricky
up,
one.
styptic to slow the flow
If
of
you're
blood,
asking for my
and
honest
bandages
opinion,
to
I was kind of
wrap the wound.
surprised that they
If you
released
do
it
everything I
Volume 1, I
mentioned,
should say,
the wound should
on
heal completely.
PS4. I was
Understood?
pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
because a lot
Stay
of people
with me.
haven't bought,
Go into the survival
you
gear
know,
and treat
a
those
next gen or
wounds.
current gen, I should say, console. And at that point, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have my PS5 when they announced the Master Collection and Delta and all that. All right, so what am I doing here? First, let's check out the Sorrow. Oh no, there he is. Rest in peace. Rest
I
in
wonder
pieces.
if they have over-the-shoulder aiming like 5 or just first person, and I wonder if it always goes first person while crawling through grass, or can you do it in third person like modern games?
Yo, thanks for the 10, by the way, Gary. Are you talking about in Delta? Are you talking about if they have over-the-shoulder aiming on in Delta like 5, or are you talking about in this game? Because in Delta, yeah, that's one of the main features, dude, is the ability to, one, crouch walk like in this game, and two, the big one is being able to control like a more modern game like MGS5. So you're going to be able to have two different control schemes. You're going to have the legacy control scheme, which controls like this Metal Gear Solid 3, or not this one, but old Metal Gear Solid 3. And then you're going to have the modern control schemes, which is fully like remade to more resemble like a modern game like MGS5 or like shooters nowadays. So you're going to have, you know, aiming over the shoulder here and firing on the right trigger and stuff like that. But first person's going to be in there for sure. They're going to have some way to do first person. If it always goes first person while you're crawling through grass, that I don't know. That's a good question, because in one of the trailers, you see Big Boss or like Naked Snake go through the grass, and it does go into first person right away. I don't know if that's because they were playing in Legacy version, or if it's like you said, it's going to go automatically, but I guess we'll see. We need like a demo or something, man. That'd be so cool if they just the Virtuous mission is put out as like a demo, and we're able to test it out. Appreciate the 10 though. Hopefully I was able to answer some stuff, but yeah, we don't really know, man. It sucks, but that's the questions that we all have, right? Look at this. I'm using my mouse. Can you guys see my mouse cursor? And I'm also using, this is like peak Metal Gear right here. Look at this. Boom. Oh, it's not working. All right, there we go. Disinfect it. Styptic. Or styptic, whatever. Bandage. We're good. Boom. 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 What is this? Bleeding again. It's a cut. Oh, wait. Were those cuts that I was just doing? I don't even know. This is so... this is so stupid doing it like this. I gotta use my mouse for half of this shit. Or were those broken bones I was putting all sorts of stuff on? Oh, no. We don't need a splint. We need this, 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 and the suture kit. All right. This is another cut. All right. All we have is cuts now. So we have this, 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 this. I think it's going because I'm clicking like a madman on my mouse, and I'm like clicking like 40 times when I'm supposed to click once. But it doesn't work. There we go. We're good. Do you think? Oh, we saw that. But yeah, I don't know. I hope it's released on PS4 because a lot of people didn't get or don't have a PS5 yet or a PC. They prefer to play on console. Which honestly, I'm a big PC guy, but when it comes to Metal Gear, I don't know. It just feels right to play on PS5. Not knocking Xbox or PC, obviously. I love PC, but it just feels right to play Metal Gear on PlayStation. That's what I grew up playing. If you don't pre-order, you don't get the Rex Mini. You don't get the Rex Mini? Oh, so I missed out, man. Damn. Yeah, I stupidly, I was like, nah, this is never coming out. So, like, let me not waste my time. So much for that. The Portable Ops could be in Volume 3 and Twin Snakes. Yeah, so, Jack, I meant to go back to that. I think that there's going to be a Volume 3, and that's going to be all the spin-off games. So, like, Ghost Babel, if it's not included in Volume 2. Ghost Babel, Portable Ops, Acid 1, 2, and then Rising, if it's not included. But I don't see how they don't include Rising in Volume 2. I don't see how they wouldn't include Rising, because Rising is massive, man. I mean, you can already buy Rising on Steam for, like, a nickel, but, like, there's no way they don't include that game. Yeah, Tonto's my cousin. I was just telling him Henry because that's your name on here, but yeah, Tonto's my cousin. He's the one that got me into Metal Gear, so you can thank him for all of this. Your daughter doesn't believe that I'm your cousin? What? We look pretty similar. People used to think we were like brothers when we were kids. I remember my mom used to say that. You're an MGS Acid fan? It would be nice to put those. Dude, Ascendancy, they need to put those on the phone. Are you kidding me? I know mobile gaming is kind of a meme, but like Metal Gear Acid on like your iPhone or like your Android phone for like $5 for both of them. Card games are huge. Yo, what's that fucking game called? Balatro or whatever? That game is fucking huge. Huge. Are you kidding me? That game has made millions upon millions of dollars at this point. And it's like a silly little card game that you can run on a fucking iPhone 6. You know what I mean? Trey says, never got to try MGO. Yo, MGO 2 was something special, man. MGO 1 was cool. I played it a handful of times. MGO 2, though, probably one of the games that I've put the most amount of hours in my life. Well over, like, 3,000 hours of my life has been spent on Metal Gear Online 2. For those of you guys who missed MGO 2, man, like, you can play now. Somebody in chat mentioned it earlier that you can play MGO 2 on savemgo.com. It's fan-made servers, and you need a pretty nice PC. Like, your CPU has to be kind of cracked to be able to run it well. But if you decide to sit there and install it, and the installation is literally 5 minutes. There's videos on YouTube that you just Google, or you YouTube search MGO 2 install PC, save MGO. And there's videos that have everything packaged that you need, literally install in 5 minutes, and you're ready to go. If you have a decent PC and you're willing to install it, you can still try MGO 2. One of the best multiplayer games of all time, man. Easily. Just be warned that if you do play on that server, you're going to get wrecked. Like, that's one of the games where, I mean, every game is kind of like this, but if you play against somebody who played back in the day and has been playing consistently, like, let's just make it easy. And I'm not the best player, but if you have never played before and you go on there and you try to play me, I will outshoot you, out-aim you, out-everything you. Like, for every one kill that you get, I'm going to kill you 1,000 times. because that game has such a steep fucking learning curve that it's
Not so
almost
fast,
crazy. Like
my
if you're a new
dear.
player to like try to play that game at this point, it's almost like a third-person Counter-Strike. There's so much depth to that game. It's not just about aiming and shooting and sneaking around. It's like how things interact with each other, and there's like a whole skill system, and like it's very, it's crazy. There's a lot to it. So if they do make a new Metal Gear Online, they have to kind of, the blueprint should be MGO2. Because MGO3 was fine. It was just fine. It wasn't amazing. It also isn't like the worst game on the planet, like some people like to say, but it doesn't compare to MGO2, unfortunately. I had fun. I had fun playing MGO3, but when you put those two games together at their primes, like there's no comparison. There really isn't. Oh man, this is gonna lag like crazy when he fires the Davy Crockett.
If they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
The original control scheme with photorealistic graphics is gonna go so hard. Yeah, I'm gonna play Legacy controls, I think, the first time through. I just am so used to playing like that. Use the cigar on the broken bones.
Colonel.
Yo, what up, Fiatamid Drew? How you doing? Oh my god. That was like 5 frames per second. Did you guys see that? Oh man, I'm excited for this. This might just blow up my whole computer right here. Let's see when it actually blows up. It's gonna crash. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna crash. Oh my god, it didn't crash. Holy shit. How did we get through that, boys? Jesus. What's up though, Drew? How you doing? Gary says, I like the automatic first person like the classic, but in this day and age I prefer TV in the grass and third. Yeah, that would be so weird if they didn't do that. Remind me, for those of you guys who played MGS5 recently, like Phantom Pain. So when you go full prone, yeah, he doesn't go into first person, right? Automatically. And why is this like 8,000 frames per second now all of a sudden? The actual explosion's like cracked. Like it's like fucking, we're playing like a new game from 2025, but it's gonna crash. I feel it. There's no way it doesn't crash. We're saving for sure. No way it crashes at the intro, right? Yep, it crashed. Oh my god, I called it. I fucking called it. All right, give me a second here while I boot it up. I knew it. I knew it. I'm surprised it didn't crash at the Davy Crockett. We don't even get to see the intro for Snake Eater now? All right. That's good. But that's why we're doing this today, to test it out. So yeah, for those of you guys who weren't here earlier, it crashed in this screen too. I let it play a little bit while I was saying hi to everybody, and it just crashed when it got to the end. Hilarious. All right. Oh, maybe we will get to see the intro. No, because when you save, it spawns you during the beginning of the operation. Yeah, see, Operation Snake Eater. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with the prone aiming. Like you said, it'd be a little weird in this day and age to not have the option to go into third-person view and first-person view while you're in any, whether it's prone, crouch walking, or just standing all the way upright, you know? Yeah, I've got the Yoshis in here, Charlie. It's really great to watch you again. Love hanging out here while I game. Yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I know it's been a long time. I looked yesterday. It's been like over 10 months since I last streamed. I think our last stream was the MGS3 mod that Averest made, the Minecraft one. That was the last time I streamed. I couldn't believe it. I mean, like I said, I've been streaming on Twitch here and there, but our last YouTube stream was damn near 11 months ago. But I appreciate it, X. Always love seeing your name in chat, man. Miles says, I'm glad it's multiple platforms, but to me, MGS always felt like a place. Yeah, right? Because like a lot of us started on PlayStation. I didn't really play Metal Gear, obviously, on the MSX, but on the NES either. Actually, Tato, I don't know if Tato's in here, but did you play Metal Gear on the NES? Tato had fucking every console, by the way. This dude had every fucking console growing up. Literally every console. So, like, I think I've said this on stream before, but my mom would kind of, like, beta test, in a way, the games that I was into and the consoles that I wanted through my cousin, because, like, he had everything. So, like, any game that I was, like, really liking at his house, she would end up getting me for, like, Christmas or my birthday or something. So he was, like, the beta test house of, like, what I was into at the time.
The reason I came to see you today
Jack says, you thought the spin-off games would be included alongside the main games.
What are you talking about?
Original games were added in Volume 1. I don't think it would sell as well if it's just spin-offs. Yeah, that's a good point.
Chance.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that Konami's going to be true to their word about these collections, these master collections being the definitive, all-inclusive versions or all-inclusive collections that we've had compared to the HD collection. Or the Legacy collection was actually a really good collection, but did it crash again? Oh man, that scared me. But that requires them to actually stick to their word, right? And when they say that, I don't know if they meant like the definitive collection of mainline games with some spin-off games or alternative versions of games like Snake's Revenge, like Metal Gear for NES.
That's right.
Or if they just meant like, hey, we're just going to do the mainline games again with a few little fun bonuses thrown in there. So yeah, I mean, you're right. It would be smarter to include them, you know, have MGS4, Peace Walker, blah, 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 and then throw in Ghost Babel, throw in Acid 1 and 2 as like a little, more of an incentive to buy the game. But I don't know. Part of me thinks that they'll do it, and then the other part of me, like, I don't know. Part of me thinks that they're just going to be like, nah, we'll just stick to the games that you guys really want, and those other games you could like emulate or whatever, we don't really give a shit at this point. Because Metal Gear Acid 1 and 2 are some of the worst selling games across the entire series, like point blank period. So I don't think they're too pressed about games like that, you know what I mean, making it into the final cut. Like if it's between putting MGS4 in there and dedicating their manpower and, you know, resources on that over including a bunch of these other little games, then obviously I'm on the side of get MGS4 in there, whatever you need to do. That game needs to be part of a collection. But it would be nice for them to kind of like, yeah, you know what, here's fucking Acid and just play it if you want. I mean, for me, I'm all about it because we'll do like an Acid playthrough and, you know, we'll play through them, get the platinums for that or whatever trophies they have for that. That's always my favorite part, is hanging out with you guys. And I've played through Acid a million times. I've played through Acid 2 even more. I've played Ghost Babel. I love Ghost Babel. So, like, I have access to all of those games, whether it's on original hardware or through emulation. So it's not a huge deal for me, but, I mean, it is cool to have little things like trophies and stuff like that. And to be able to boot up Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy or Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel, whatever you want to call it, on the PS5 would be kind of crazy. Or on Steam or something. It would be kind of cool.
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature
funny story about the Master
shells
Collection.
along with her.
Started it on PS3 or on a PS2. The next day, my PS3 got the yellow light of death. Oh no! The next day they announced. Oh wow! Yeah, that's kind of a lucky timing there, huh? That sucks though, man. The yellow light. I'm so scared that this is gonna happen to my PS3 one day. My PS3, knock on wood, is still kicking, and that's how I'm able to get footage of like certain games, like Peace Walker. If I don't emulate it on a PSP emulator or the HD version on a PS3 emulator, which is very taxing on your PC, you have to have a strong PC to run it. The only way to capture Peace Walker footage is good Peace Walker footage is using a PS3. You know, I don't have an Xbox with the HD collection, so I kind of need my PS3 still. It's kind of crazy that so many years removed, I still need to keep that console out because you never know when I'm going to make a video that requires certain footage. So, Mouse says Team Sneak on MGO2 is, oh man, Team Sneak, like, I was one of those guys that even liked running and gunning, man. Like, I know Team Sneak and regular Sneak. For those of you guys who don't know, we should probably explain it, but Team Sneak is essentially hide and seek, where one team starts off with stealth camo and only non-lethal weapons, and the other team starts off with a regular kit, M4, AK, sniper, whatever, or like a lethal sniper, and grenades and all that fun stuff. And the objective for the sneaking team, the hidden team, the stealth camo team, is to retrieve Gakko or Keraton, the little frog, or little chick, the little duck from MGS3, and you have to get it while you're in stealth camo and non-lethal weapons. So you have to stun the other team or just distract them or just completely get by like a ghost. Get the objective, and when you get it, it pings everybody like the Gakko has been captured. So then you're like, if you're on the defense team, on the lethal team, you're like, oh shit, somebody has the little duck on their head, and you can actually see it. They're still in stealth camouflage, but you can see the little duck over their head. And so you have to chase them down before they get to their objective and kill the entire sneaking team before they get that duck back to their base. Or the other way to win if you're the sneaking team, is to pacify everybody. So CQC them, hit them with the trank gun, you know, knife them. You do get the knife. That's the one lethal weapon you get is the knife in on the sneaking team. So it's just like a really intense, fun version of hide and seek that's like Metal Gear themed. And I haven't really seen another multiplayer game mode like that in any other game. And it's so fun. And they did have it in MGO3, but it was kind of weird. I don't know. That whole class-based system and loadout system that they had in MGO3 was kind of ruined some stuff. But yeah, that's a really fun mode. And then there's another mode that's just called sneaking, not team sneaking, where it's actually 3 teams. It's blue team versus red team versus Snake and the Mark II, the Metal Gear Mark II. So red and blue are basically playing team deathmatch, and then one person is controlling Snake, old Snake, and another person is controlling the Metal Gear Mark II. And the objective for the red and blue teams is just to play deathmatch and also keep an eye out on Snake and kill him. The first team to kill him 3 times wins the match. And then the way Snake wins the match is he has to collect 3 dog tags. So you can knock people out, and you can use octo camo and everything. While you're playing multiplayer with other people, while you're playing against the red and blue teams, you can use octo camo, and it makes you blend in entirely. And you have to stun people and pat them on the back or pick them up to drop their dog tags. And then the Mark II can also stun people and pick up their dog tags and wheel them over to you. It's so cool, dude. Like, MGO is just such a fun multiplayer game. And the fact that it's like Metal Gear themed just like is like the cherry on top. You know what I mean? For those of us who love Metal Gear. So if you've never played it and you have a decent PC, make sure to hop on Save MGO. Seriously, it's a good time. We'll definitely have some Save MGO streams soon. I got to talk to the old MGO gang that I usually play with and see if they're down to bring back Fridays, MGO Fridays. Automatic first person is only when you go under it. Yeah, so when your views, that's what I was thinking. When your view's a bit obstructed is when you go into, like when you're going through an event or something, right? My dad played Metal Gear on NES, said he loved it, so when Metal Gear Solid came out on PS1, he bought and sat me down beside him, and I was mesmerized. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, those are the memories that are going to stick with you forever, man. That's cool. I don't really know that many people that started with NES Metal Gear. I didn't have an NES. That was like kind of after my time. My first consoles were like SNES and the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive for those of you guys from Europe. Kyle says, hey man, thanks for helping my MGS2 Big Boss emblem. Your videos are great. Yo, I appreciate that, Kyle. Thanks for that. That's really nice, and I'm glad I was able to help you out in your Big Boss run, and congrats on Big Boss, man. That's a huge accomplishment. That is not an easy rank to get in MGS2. I've never played Acid, but I love playing new Metal Gears for the first time. So Acid's a cool game. Just don't expect like a MGS3 quality story. You know what I mean? It's a little crazy, even by Metal Gear standards, the story. Like it's a little nuts. And it's a little rough at certain points. Like there's like slow moments. And the main problem that I have with the Acid games, and those of you guys who have played it can chime in on this, but the main thing that I don't like is that there's no deck saving mechanic. So when you're playing through Acid, obviously they start you off with a lethal deck, but the objective, it's still Metal Gear game, so you kind of want to sneak around the guards or take them out without the other guards hearing. But there's other missions that are just purely boss fights. So your kit for that, your deck that you take for that boss fight is usually going to be pretty different, especially later on in the game, compared to what you take on a sneaking mission, right? The problem is you have to go in there in your deck editor and edit the deck every single time, card by card, when you want to switch what you're bringing, when you want to switch the contents of your deck. So that gets kind of tiresome after a while, especially if it's like your second or third playthrough where you're on extreme and you're trying to get like, you know, the best clear times on each map, and you have to ping pong between doing your stealth camo, you know, low cost deck and your big bulky weapon boss deck. You know, there's no way to save like deck A is my stealth deck, deck B is my boss deck. There's no way to do that. You got to go in there and change, and that carried over to Acid too. So that's the only problem that I have playing through the Acid games, but they're fun games, man. They're a good time. Like they're honestly not a bad time at all. What time is it, by the way? It is. Oh man, we got to get
Risk
I'm gonna
your
check
soda.
something real quick, you guys.
Find out
Hopefully this
what's
doesn't
happened to
crash
Shagahar.
everything. I want to see if
Then
PlayStation has started yet.
Finally, eliminate the boss.
Doesn't look like they have yet.
This mission will be codenamed
All right, let's give it
Operation
5 more minutes and then we'll chill and
Because
watch
I'll be taking on the
this if
boss
they
in a
start.
Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a
Quick
hired
options are going to be
killer.
something I'll be
I know.
refusing
That was the
to do
Kremlin's
because I'll
demand.
be like, no, the old
Demand?
menu is correct way,
You
but
mean
then I'll
it
give in and
wasn't
use.
just
Oh, you're talking about for the
What's it
camo?
to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened
Yeah, that's
by
going
a
to feel weird,
communist
right? Like not
faction?
having to pause the game and go into the
Supporting current
camouflage
regime helps us avoid a
um,
nuclear exchange,
menu.
and that's what
You
we'll
could just do it on the fly. That's
And
cool
one
though,
of the
man.
CIA's
Because that's one of the complaints that I always see from new fans. They're like, "Yo, Metal Gear Metal Gear Solid 3 story's fire.
Roger that.
Like I love Big Boss. The ending's tragic.
Now.
They love everything. The gameplay's a little rough. That's always another complaint. The gameplay's a little rough, but the main thing is like what killed it for me was having to switch camouflage just like every other map and stuff, and like having to stop and
Did you ever see the movie
eat
The
something
Great
or
Escape?
like
Came out
I don't know,
last year.
just change your face. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
So like
based on a true
I get why they're
story
doing it
about
because that is a common
escape from
complaint,
POW
but
camp in
yeah, it's gonna
1970.
it's gonna feel weird for us veterans to
Tunnel
like.
was part of their plan.
I think I feel like it's gonna take me like a whole playthrough to be like I don't have to open the menu to change my camo.
Succeed in escaping by using
You know?
the last remaining tunnel.
The more you
names
give
of
me
those
nostalgia
three
MGO2, the
tunnels
more it
were
hurts.
Dick,
Yeah,
Harry, and
man.
Tom.
Before Save MGO came out, man, like
Use the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your
God, I would just sit there and like listen to the OST, like
Yes, that's exactly
my
right.
start screen. I'll play it for you guys right now. The music that you're hearing on my start screen is the MGO2 like clan emblem maker. For those of you guys who played back then, here, let me turn it up so you can hear it. This music is from MGO2. It's when you make a clan for your little guild. That's the other thing. They had a whole clan system in that game.
Doesn't sound like
It was so sick, man. Like,
So what should I call you?
God, everything about that game. Just listening to the OST, like, I'm so glad that I can play it now whenever I want to.
Major Zero it is.
But I really hope they bring it back in some capacity, or like bring out another MGO that's just as good, if not better, than MGO2, which is going to be hard to do. MGO2 is hard to top.
Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this
What are you
our
looking
last
forward
chance
to the remake of Metal
If we
Gear?
fail,
What am I looking
we'll
forward
have
to the
our medical
most?
license revoked. It's more or less the
I mean,
same
not to sound
package.
cheesy, but mostly like I was saying earlier, everybody's reaction that like this is their first time playing Snake Eater, this is their one of their first few Metal Gears or their first Metal Gear. They're new to the series and watching their reactions. But as far as me, I really want to play through the game with legacy controls, with the old piss filter, whatever you guys want to call it, the legacy filter that they have. And I just want to sit there with you guys on stream and soak in every single cutscene. And like it's gonna feel like the first time that I played this game back in like what 2004, 2005, and like the first time that I saw like the story unfold and like
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
I don't know. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good time, man. Like just thinking about it is making me excited. Like just sitting there, legacy controls, legacy filter, and being able to see the cutscenes as if it were the first time I was playing. Oh man, it's gonna be sick.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I
It's gonna
see
be
him?
sick. And then I have you guys now to fucking interact with while I'm playing, while I'm experiencing that for the first time, dude. Oh man, it's gonna be a good time. It's like that meme where you have to like survive until
If
we have
there's
to
no
all
Guy
survive until
Savage
August.
on a Castlevania level
Yo,
that
Gary.
has Devil's May Cry style gameplay. You could
You've been
play as
equipped
Ayu
with a
Card fight
45
vamps
for
and
this
then
mission.
Dracula as a
Be
boss.
careful,
It makes
it's
sense
noisy.
with the Dracula
I thought
Kodak
standard
call.
Fox
Gary,
procedure
thanks
was
again
to
for the
keep
10, man. I
drugs like
appreciate it.
weapons
Yo, you know what's
acquisition.
funny? We were
So
talking
that's
about
the
that in
difference.
Lily's stream and
Now
in
on
Kitty
an
Rar's
official
stream.
mission for the United States
They
government.
could do something like that.
It would be
So for those of you
necessary
guys who
to
have no
make
idea
weapons
what
known to a certain
Gary's talking
extent.
about, the original, I'm
Christian
talking like
achievement
original release of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater
This
on
is
the
still a
PlayStation
sneaking
2.
mission.
During the torture
If you fail
sequence,
this mission,
there's like
then
a
all-out nuclear
portion
war.
where Snake like
Keep
falls
that in
asleep,
mind and
the screen
proceed
fades to
with
black,
extreme caution.
and he has like a nightmare.
Understood. Commencing
In every other
operation
version of the
Snake
game
Eater.
that's re-released, the HD collection, the Legacy collection, even the Master collection, this has been omitted. So what it was basically a demo for a game that was supposed to come out that Konami was producing, and you would control Guy Savage, and it was basically like a hack and slash, like Gary was saying, like a Devil May Cry, God of War, old school God of War style. You just spin to win, kill a bunch of zombies and monsters and stuff. And every single version of Snake Eater that's come out since then hasn't included anything like that. They just skipped that whole sequence. So what Gary's saying and what other people have said is they could add a promo for one of their games, like Castlevania, for example, in that nightmare sequence to kind of like as like a nod to that original nightmare sequence, and as a way to promote, which that was what the original nightmare sequence was supposed to be, was a promotion for that other game. That game never came out, but what they could do is add a new game, like a new Castlevania or something, and have that little demo in there, and that would be like a crazy way to include like a nod to original Snake Eater and a way for them to cross promote like they did back then. So if they do that, man, Konami just stays catching W's, man, in my opinion, if they do something like that. Konami's been in kind of like a little streak lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like for those of you guys who play like Castlevania and stuff, they've been pumping out Castlevania collections, and I've played a few of them. I played the first one that came out. Haven't played the what is the new one called? Like the Noctis collection or something, or I forgot what it's called. But it's the one with all the Game Boy Advance games and the DS games like Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow and all that. I'm huge on Castlevania, by the way. I love Castlevania. But yeah, they've been killing it with those collections. Everybody are saying like, yeah, these are some of the best video game collections to come out in recent times. And like the bar is kind of low, right? Because a lot of collections are hit or miss nowadays. But dude, I don't know. It gets me excited for Metal Gear. Because I mean, the Master Collection was a bit rough. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys it was like flawless when it came out. I personally, you guys saw it. I streamed it for you guys, all the games. I didn't have very many issues on the PS5 version, but I know the PC version was rough. And I tried it, and it was rough. There was audio clipping left and right. A laundry list of shit, right? That was kind of scuffed. But now, if I were to suggest someone getting into Metal Gear to play one of these it'd be the Master Collection. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, yeah, if you have a PS3 and, you know, it still runs and you can find a Legacy Collection for cheap, yeah, get that, because it has MGS4, it has Peace Walker, and everything else. But for those of you guys who just got into Metal Gear now and you have a decent PC, you got a PS4 or PS5, just get the Master Collection. It's fine. It really is. So with that, with all the stuff that they've shown us in Delta, and like Ape Escape coming back, like we haven't even talked about that. Fucking Ape Escape is back. Konami's killing it, man. Konami's killing it. I think, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm biased because I love Konami and I love their games, but for a while there, they were not looking good. It was looking shaky for us fans. But you got to give it to them now. You got to give it to them now. They're trying. Whether they're going to pull it off, we don't know until Delta's actually out. But they're trying. You got to give them that. But yeah, playing as Alucard would be fire. And then Dracula as a boss, that would be crazy. What's your guys' favorite Castlevania, for those of you guys who like Castlevania? I think the easy answer is always Symphony of the Night, but I might be weird in thinking this. I actually like Rondo of Blood more than Symphony of the Night. And I love Symphony of the Night. Don't get that twisted. It's just, I don't know, something about Rondo is so fun. I'm looking forward to watching you play Delta, man. Us Metal Gear fans are eating good. Oh, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Oh, look at that. 3 frames per second bullets. Oh, this explosion is gonna be wild. I can't wait. Look at that. It's like retracted. It's like rubber banding the sparks. This is such a cool cutscene. They showed us a little bit of this, right? In the last trailer of this cutscene. I remember that. And I think Laurie Allen and David Hayter and who else was it? Was watching the cutscene. That's the other thing. Yo, going back to Konami killing it. The other thing is like they're incorporating the voice actors, which Kojima never did. And I love Kojima, obviously. Don't get me wrong, but like the one thing that I didn't like about how Kojima handled things was like, and it makes sense, right? He's Japanese. The Japanese dubbing and voice acting back then was his priority. Nowadays, that's kind of changed a little bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed. You've been keeping up with Kojima, but he kind of prioritizes the English, like motion capture rig and mouth rigging, like the actual animating, and the voice acting over the Japanese version. He does the English one first now. That was not the case back then. As you can see, the mouths and the models are rigged for the Japanese voice acting. And he also didn't give David Hayter his flowers ever. Or any of these, like Laurie Allen, anybody else. Like, obviously, if he wasn't giving any love to or praise to David Hayter, he wasn't going to give love to the rest of the English cast. But Konami's actually been incorporating the voice actors. Konami's actually been, like, making videos and content and behind-the-scenes stuff, like them reacting to this cutscene for us. They're killing it, dude. At least with the marketing and, like, the transparency. You know? These hotline production videos, we didn't get those in the past, really. Like, Kojima would pop in and do his podcast here and there. But after that, it was like radio silence from Konami. They didn't tell us what was happening. The stupid pachinko machine came out, and like that was all we heard for a while. Now it actually seems like they're in this decade where you can't just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna wait till E3 and maybe you'll see Metal Gear here. Oh no, Metal Gear's not there again. Okay, maybe TGS. Oh no, you got to tell us like what's happening, dude. And then in between these big events, you have to tell us like this is what's going on right now. This like the Nintendo Directs and all that. Nintendo's actually the one that started that whole thing. Because before then it was all about like, oh well, you'll see more about Sony at E3, 2009 or something. Like now it's like, no, we have these big events, but we also have, like hotline production videos, and we have Nintendo Directs, and we have the state of play like today, right? Like you have to do that nowadays if you're a video game company or a publisher, a developer, or whatever. You have to tell your fans what's going on, and they've been doing that. I just missed state of play. Can you imagine? MGS 3. Hold on, let me scroll up on chat. I don't want to miss anything. Would you rather play a Solidus, Liquid, or the? Oh man, that's a tough one, Miles. That's a toughie, bro. Miles asked if I'd rather play a Solidus game, a Liquid game, or a boss prequel.
Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right?
Probably.
You've got no chance of winning in a battle situation.
Probably in this order: boss prequel, where it's World War II, and it shows her story of like forming the Cobras. And this is controversial when I say it. I've said it before, but it'd be sick if it was like a first-person view, like a shooter, like an FPS shooter, but you're playing as the boss. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm gonna save here because we got to start the event soon. Raiden made me paranoid that I'm gonna miss it now.
I started with Lord of Shadows 2, and I know fans hate them, but I kinda like how they made Dracula and Alucard into Belmonts, but after I watched the show I rather have those voice actors with DMC gameplay.
Yo, I didn't mind those games. I didn't mind the 3D like Lord of Shadows games at all, man. I think those are, and actually Kojima was a producer on the first one, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah, I didn't mind those games. They were way different from the other Castlevania games, but those are good entries for sure. I actually last year bought them for like, I think they were like $8 on Steam. They were having some crazy sale, and I got them on PC. That would be a fun stream to do with you guys as well. Appreciate the 10, by the way, Gary. Appreciate it. I still have to watch the second anime for Castlevania. I watched the entire first run, but I haven't watched the new one. Is it good? You said you kind of like that they made Jackie. Oh, I see.
And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
In the new ones, in Lord of Shadow, you're saying. By the way. But after you watch the show, you'd rather. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The voice acting in that anime is really good. The production in general is really good. If you guys haven't watched the Castlevania anime on Netflix and you're into Castlevania, it's definitely worth a watch. I can vouch for it for sure. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, the boss, World War II, creation of the Cobra unit would be awesome if it was like a Wolfenstein COD campaign sort of deal, in my opinion. You're still playing as the boss, but it's like FP. Dude, that would be so sick, in my opinion. And then in second place would be a Liquid game of like him as he's older, a little bit older, and his story and how he grew up and how that counters how Snake grew up. You know what I mean? That would be kind of crazy. And then Solidus is my boy, but I like what could they realistically do with him? I guess everything that happened in Africa, right? With Raiden and stuff, like young Raiden would be cool to see.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
Huh. I mean, all those games sound interesting. Now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking about it. You have a very good feeling that Nightmare and MGR are coming back smooth. Don't get me excited, man. Oh, man. All right, we got to switch over, guys. It's going to start here in a second. What am I doing? We're going to miss the event. Oh, my God. 1 second to go. Hold on. We saved. Let me switch. Boom. Shut that down. All right, you guys can see it, right? Are we good? Let me close down the game. Yes, I would like to quit. All right, let's do this. All right, can you guys hear the music? Is everything good? Can you guys still hear me? I'll catch up a chat while we're doing this. But yeah, I hope so, Smooth. Even if it's only one of those things, I hope we get something. Jack says, I'm just 2 and 3 have the best gameplay I've ever played, but damn, it took some getting used to. Olga kicked my ass so hard, but I got the hang of it after that boss. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Olga is a huge filter for a lot of people, man. Olga on extreme, shit, Olga on hard and up is like your first test of like, am I good at Metal Gear, or do I still have a bit more training to do with like the aiming, with how auto aim works, where to aim. Once you get that down, it's actually pretty easy to cheese that fight, because her head placement can only be one of, like, if you end it quickly, can only be one of a few different spots. Once you know those spots and where to line it up, that boss gets, I'm sure you know this now, and most of you guys know this, but it gets much easier. Oh, here we go. My second love after Metal Gear is Monster Hunter. Oh my god, I cannot fucking wait for this game, boys. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so fun. I played the shit out of the beta. I destroyed this thing. Are you kidding me? That's the other thing. I'm kind of cracked at Monster Hunter. I'm really not, but I like to pretend I am. But I actually beat Arkveld. For those of you guys who follow Monster Hunter, I actually beat that monster in the beta, and it was not easy. It took me like an entire day and a half to beat that thing. There's Gore Magala. Oh my god, that's so hype. This is all gonna sound like a foreign language to you guys who haven't played Monster Hunter before, but if you need something to play between now and Delta, please, 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 please pick this game up. We'll play it together on stream, and I promise you will like it. It's not anything like Metal Gear, obviously, but it is fun. I can vouch for it. I've been playing these games for almost as long as I've been playing Metal Gear, so. And if you like Peace Walker, this game was based on Peace Walker, essentially. Peace Walker was a Metal Gear themed Monster Hunter game. All right, let's catch up with chat while this awesome montage is going through. Oh, there's Arkveld again. Imagine the June segment and Delta was PT. Oh my god. I still have PT on my PS4. I still have it installed. We should play that this year for Halloween. That'd be fun. Oh, and I still have Silent Hill 2 Remake that I haven't played yet. Would you guys want to see me play Silent Hill 2 on stream? I can save that for this year for Halloween. Oh, what is this? What is this that they're showing? Oh, no way! I always forget how to pronounce this thing's name. Legacius? Something like that? It's coming back? Legacius, I think it's called? Oh, no, it's Mitsune. What am I talking about? Mitsutsune. I thought it was that one blue dragon thing or wyvern thing that... what game was that from? I think it was from... 3? From Try, maybe? I don't remember. I'm telling you, this is going to sound like a foreign language for those of you guys who haven't played Monster Hunter before. Canon, that big boss is scared of vampires? Oh my god, that's hilarious. And he believes in Santa. Eastern European Bloober team changed things? Yeah, Bloober went in. You can't even hate on Bloober. I haven't played the remake, but I've heard great things from people who are massive Silent Hill 2 fans. What is this? Oh, that's the first TU? Oh, shit. Wow, that's awesome, and it's free. I'm excited. Metal Gear Solid, the brother's cousin, nephew's girlfriend, sister of the Patriots. Yeah, these name conventions are getting a little crazy, huh? Burrito says Rondo Blood is much harder. I thought he said much better for a second. I was about to say, yo, you're about to get jumped in chat, Burrito. Is it hard, do you think? It's just different. They're different, you know? I love Rondo, though, man. The music in Rondo, ugh, peak. Like, beautiful. Peak. Trey says the Switch version you have to download all the games. Can't play just the cartridge.
Second DMC, third Far Cry, but I don't know what's happening with Ubisoft lately.
Gary says Devil May Cry. Oh, Far Cry. You know, I've never really played a Far Cry game all the way through. I like them, but I just haven't really played them all the way through. Yeah, Ubisoft's been kind of in a weird spot, huh? I feel like you don't really hear... I mean, you hear about them, but it's like... It's never really, like, great things. If that makes sense. You want a Mei Ling origin game? Yeah, you could play as Mei Ling in MGO. She's super annoying, but... Thanks again, Gary, for the 5, man. I appreciate all the contributions. hate the changes like Trevor and Alucard are one character. That was kind of weird, huh? After the show, I like both universes, but if they could do a game based on the Netflix universe, I think that's the smartest thing, Gary. I think you're like spot on with that, because like that anime is getting a lot of publicity, and a lot of like the younger crowd is getting into Castlevania through that show. So I think the smartest thing would be to kind of adapt that universe in some way, shape, or form to another Sonic racing game. In some way, shape, or form to like an actual game universe, and kind of play off of each other and kind of make like a little ecosystem, you know what I mean? That would be very smart to do. With Devil May Cry gameplay, yep. Devil May Cry is fire. Metal Gear Solid 9 announcement. Why does the stream not have delay, but the actual official PlayStation Live is delayed like 40 seconds? I don't know. I'm wired into PlayStation directly, man. I have an in. They're streaming from my house. I've never played a Monster Hunter. Oh, what? Well, now is a perfect time to get into it, to be honest with you. You're obsessed with Freedom Unite. Oh, that's the one that did it for me, too. That's the one that did it for me, was Freedom Unite, for sure. Claw Control. Yup. Yo, Strange knows what's up, man. Strange is an OG. We have an OG Monster Hunter player in there. He knows about the claw grip. Oh, man, those are the days, right? I don't know how we're not just like permanently like this, bro. With our fingers from those games. Holy shit. Yeah. Do you remember Strange or anybody else that played those OG games, those OG Monster Hunter games? Do you remember Ad Hoc Party on the PS3? Or for those of you guys who had Peace Walker on the PSP? You remember Ad Hoc Party? Where you could play with other people around the world as if you were next to them? That program was so cool. I played so much Monster Hunter and so much Peace Walker before it came out on the HD collection on Ad Hoc Party. Who remembers that? I wonder if it's still up. I think it's probably, they probably took it down by now, right? So for Gary, it's Metal Gear, Devil May Cry, and Far Cry, right? Those are good. That's a good list of games.
Embark on a journey.
Ryan Zwick says SH2 is absolutely incredible. Your game of the year. Wow, that's high praise. Yeah, I gotta try it. I actually got a review copy for that, and I didn't get one for for Metal Gear. Funny. Death Stranding also owes a lot to Monster Hunter. You think so? How would you say? I'm assuming you mean Death Stranding, right? By DS? Oh, you did say Death Stranding. My bad. I'm thinking about DS in my head because of Monster Hunter. SH2 Rank was your first one, and they made it. Oh, wow. Really, PS Gunner? That's crazy. You liked it that much, huh? Well, it's definitely going. So here's my relationship with Silent Hill. I love the first 4 games. After that, it gets kind of whatever with me. But I'm that weird Silent Hill fan that likes the 4th game too. I really like Silent Hill 4, and I know that's kind of weird for like OG fans, but Silent Hill 4 is terrifying to me. It might be the scariest one. Just like scare factor alone, I think it's the scariest one for me personally. I hope one day our hands get stuck in the same. Yo, Ice Cream, what up, dude? Very nice to see Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden was kind of hype, huh? And Onimusha coming back too. Question: if Snake Eater Delta is a success, where do we go afterward? I think the easiest, well, not easiest, but I think the most obvious route that they'll take is, we're buffering, is
a horrible dream.
Metal Gear Solid 1, fully remade, like full-on remade from the ground up. I think that's the next logical game. If they don't do that, then maybe Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX games, maybe we'll get a game for each, but I don't think they'll do a game each. I think if anything they'll do, what I prefer they do is Metal Gear 1 and 2 combined into one experience. Metal Gear Solid 0 or something. And then you play through the story of both games. They're obviously going to have to expand the story a little bit and take some artistic liberties. But I don't think there's enough story in Metal Gear 1 at all to really make a remake of just that game. I think if they use Metal Gear 1 as like a prologue, like Ground Zeroes was to Phantom Pain, is how Metal Gear 1 will be to Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, I think that would be a good way to do it, right? I don't know, maybe that's just me. So yeah, those are my two outlooks on it now. Is either MGS1 remade or MG1 and MG2 remakes. But you never know. I used to play the demo for Monster Hunter game on the 3DS. Oh, that was fucking that was one of my favorite ones, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Unless you're talking about 3, because I think Monster Hunter 3 was also on there, right, on the 3DS. But if you're talking about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, that's one of the best Monster Hunter games in my opinion. I played the shit out of that. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, that's actually the one that I'm replaying now while I wait for Wilds. Excuse me. You never played Monster Hunter, but you played the Peace Walker Extra Ops. So those missions are so close to what it actually feels like to play Monster Hunter. They did a really good job recreating the experience in Peace Walker. I'm serious. Like, if you guys don't have any other games that you're playing and you have like money burning a hole in your pocket right now, get Wilds. You will not be disappointed. The Monster Hunter games are tough. Like, the end game of those games after you beat the story does get tough. So some of you might get frustrated with it, but like, they're really fun games. Like, the combat is amazing. Even if you like stuff like the Soulsborne games, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything like that, I'm not going to say it's exactly like those games, but the combat is deliberate. You know what I mean? You can't just like mash buttons and like it's more deliberate. You got to like look for holes in the monster's attack patterns to attack or counter or parry. You know what I mean? Super fun. Is there any way to pre-order MGS3? Yeah, the pre-order should be up on the official Konami website, the official landing page for Delta. I think if you just look up Metal Gear Solid Delta pre-order, it'll come up right away.
Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the
Gunner
arena,
says you credit at the end of SH2 the same way you do with MGS.
with
Yeah, it's a very heavy game, Silent Hill 2. It's a very heavy game. But I think what Team Silent did so well in those games, it's like it's a heavy game and it tackles heavy like concepts, but it also does a good job at being like a scary game. You know, just like an inherently like scary game, but also like the way that it embeds these heavy moments, and then there's moments that are kind of like comical almost, and then like I don't know how to. It's such like a weird vibe, that game, in a good way. You know what I mean? Like they really had something cooking up with those first 3 or 4 games back in the day. I don't know. Team Silent was on some shit back then. Just like Kojima Productions back in the day. There was something going on in the late 90s, early 2000s with like gaming companies like that and like developers like that. That was just like, it's hard to explain, but those of you guys who like played through it back in the day, and even now, like Gunner, who played Silent Hill 2 his first time as like the remake, it still hits you. Because fundamentally the story is the same, right? They took a couple of liberties, but from what I've heard, but it's still the same story and it still tackles the same subject matter. So it's like, I don't know. It's those games are timeless. Those games are seriously timeless. Josh says, tried to get into Death Stranding after 12 hours of just walking and seeing it's a 40+ hour game. Couldn't keep going. Yeah. I like Death Stranding, but that's kind of like where I'm at with it. I can't say that I love Death Stranding like I love Metal Gear, but I like it. I'm going to play DS2 when it comes out, and I'm looking forward to it. But I think with that game... Oh, look, Borderlands. I think with Death Stranding, it's one of those games that you kind of have to, unfortunately, get past that hump of like 20 hours, and then stuff starts unlocking and opening up, and it's not just walking. You can fucking zipline across entire zones, and you know, you have like a jetpack basically, and like it gets way more like, you know, the tempo of the game, the gameplay loop is a bit quicker paced, you know. But I think it's a beautiful game. I think it has an amazing soundtrack. I think the environment is like still kind of unmatched when it comes to like next gen games, and that was like a last gen game technically. I think they did an amazing job like aesthetically, but they always do. It's fucking Kojima Productions, man. Like Kojima has an eye for aesthetics. If there's one thing you can give him, it's that like his UX and his UI and like the fonts that he uses, and like obviously the characters, how they look, and the acting is going to be top notch, right? That's kind of like where Kojima is in my mind now. I try to separate Kojima from Metal Gear at this point, because for better or worse, they're two different things now, you know. So like what Kojima makes now, I don't really, I don't want the next Metal Gear from him. I don't expect the next Metal Gear from him is the best way I can put it. I kind of just like whatever he puts out, I'm going to try. I either love it or I don't, you know? I either like it or I don't. Because comparing it to Metal Gear, like nothing that he's going to put out, we never know, but nothing that he's put out so far, which hasn't been much, has compared to Metal Gear for me. But,
on September 23rd, 2025.
I lost my mind when I saw them announce Onimusha coming back. Yeah, that was a big one, huh? That was a biggie because I had not heard anything about that game coming back, that game series coming back. Like if more of the games were available on Steam, Silent Hill would probably be my third love. Yeah, it's definitely worth.
But I really don't do small talk.
It's definitely worth looking into the enhanced version of MGS of Silent Hill 2 on PC. So what it is basically, Gunner, is a fan patching of the original Silent Hill 2 PC port with like crazy enhancements. So like if you have any sort of desire to play Silent Hill 2 the original, that's honestly the best version of it. The one that I would recommend is the enhanced edition on PC. It's very easy to install, very easy to find everything that you need, and it's fully fan made, so you know it's going to be good. As for the other games, I think Silent Hill 4 is on GOG or GOG.com, right? The other ones, unfortunately, are not, but you can play Silent Hill 4, which is probably my favorite, if not my second favorite after 2, on GOG. Do I think they might flesh out Peace Walker through a remake to bridge the gap between Delta and 5? I hope so. I love Peace Walker. Peace Walker is one of my favorite and most replayed Metal Gear games. Like, every year I basically start a new save file on Peace Walker, and, like, at the very least, I see it through the second ending. If not, I go for a 100% save file. Because I just love that game so much. Again, Monster Hunter fan, so it kind of scratches that itch while also still being Metal Gear. But I hope so, dude. I hope so. If there's one game that, you know, after MGS4 that I want either remade, ported, whatever, it's Peace Walker, because it would be so fun. Just think about it. It'd be so fun to just sit here and, like, oh, fucking, I don't know, Raiden's wig needs help on the custom Pupa AI battle. So, like, let's start, or he can start a lobby for us, and then we can go in there and get a full 4-man squad to take out to help him out with that. And then Gunner needs help with, I don't know, the Tigrex fight or something, and the Monster Hunter. Like, you know what I mean? We could just sit here, have an open lobby, play versus ops, help each other out, grind out trophies, and it's just one of the very few Metal Gear experiences that's co-op. So I hope they do something with it, even if it's just porting it in one of the Master Collections, which they have to do, right? My wish list for that game, though, if they do port it to the Master Collection, is to have cross-platform play. So, like, you can play and create one of these lobbies, like I was just mentioning, on PC, but then you guys on PS5 could play with me, or you guys on Xbox could play with us, you know? I don't know the logistics behind that, but, or the technicalities behind that, but I think the boss / monster battles in DS and Monster Hunter, Peace Walker, Monster Hunter had the same engine, something. Yeah, exactly. So basically, I have a whole video on this, actually. If you guys want to check it out, I'll try to link it for you guys right now. Oh shit, did I mess up the stream? No. I made a video about how, like, why Kojima made Peace Walker so similar to Monster Hunter. Durable link. Alright, I'll link that for you guys in chat. So here's the video if you guys want to check it out later. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities between it, but that's for, you know, there's a reason for it. I hate how Portable Ops gets no love. I think Portable Ops is fine. I loved it at the time. It felt like a little mini expansion to MGS3. I just think everything that Portable Ops did, and this is, like, obviously open to how you feel about it, but I think everything Peace Walker did was basically just a better version of Portable Ops, and that's kind of why it gets buried under the rug a lot, and also because Kojima basically shit on Portable Ops himself. And so for a lot of fans, whatever Kojima says is, like, the only way. So I get why it doesn't get as much love, but I mean, I think it does deserve a spot in a Master Collection, maybe as like a bonus game alongside Ghost Babel or the Acid games. eventually I think I'll stream. So like, I think what I want to do is do like a big boss story playthrough around the time that Delta's coming out. So we'll obviously hit MGS3. We'll hit Portable Ops. We'll hit Peace Walker. We'll hit, you know, just like the games in like sort of like a chronological order that have to do with Big Boss. And we'll kind of like, or I'll kind of line it up to where it leads into Delta, if that makes sense. Does that sound cool to you guys? Like leading up to like maybe like a month or two before Delta comes out, we'll do story playthroughs of the Big Boss games, and then leading up to Delta. What is this? I wasn't even paying attention. I was thinking about what we could do on stream. But yeah, Portable Ops, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. I'm not one of these fans that hates it. It just unfortunately gets shoved under the rug. Because of Portable Ops not being entirely strict canon, I do not see Konami putting effort into... I don't think they'll remake it, but maybe they'll port it. You know? Just like Peace Walker. I don't think Peace Walker's ever going to get remade. You never know. But I don't think it's ever going to get, like, remade. I think it'll just get ported at this point. Not added to the official timeline they put up. Yeah, it wasn't. The most recent timeline they put up did not include Portable Ops. I thought the characters were cool. Like, Jean's obviously cool. And the one thing I didn't like is what they did to Gray Fox as Null. I didn't like that whole Null shit, but, I mean, whatever. It didn't ruin the character for me. My introduction to Silent Hill as a kid was the demo that came with MGS1. That's hilarious. Yeah, we had some bangers. We had some absolute bangers as kids, man. Like, we really did grow up at the best time for video games. Thinking back on it now and, like, seeing where the industry's at now.
Special thanks to Klaus and Ola.
Did I ever platinum the MGS games? Oh, yeah. I've platinumed pretty much every single MGS game multiple times now.
Up next, a quirky new adventure from
though you weren't alive when the original game came out, so take that as a grain of salt. Gotcha.
In Darwin's Paradox,
You even saw some people say Rising isn't canon the other day. I didn't know people even believe that. Rising's in a weird spot where it's like canon, but people don't think it's canon because they don't like that it's canon, so they say that it's not canon, if that makes sense. What is this little game? We got a stealth game, Octo Camo. Yo, this is Octo Camo the game. Look at that. That's the Marine training videos in MGS2. Yo, whoever made this definitely took inspiration from Metal Gear. That was straight up Metal Gear influence right there.
We're excited to reveal a brand new.
But yeah, I don't know. I love Rising. I have always loved Rising. I was not one of these like fans that, oh, I like Rising now because for the memes and all that. Like, I loved Rising back in 2012, 2013, whenever it first came out. I've always loved that game. That game hypes me up every single time I play it. Delta having this lip movement synced up to the English voice acting is going to take a while to get used to. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, huh? All these years of watching like the English dub over the Japanese mocap. This game looks pretty cool.
A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5.
With the Death Stranding PS4 Pro, the game looks amazing. The console is amazing. Oh, that is a cool one. I've seen that console before. The game was just extremely slow paced. Maybe one day I'll try to platinum it. Yeah, I was trying to platinum the Director's Edition that I have on PS5. I'll get back to that someday. Maybe we'll do a playthrough before DS2 comes out.
Enhancing the original game with HD graphics and a host of quality of life features, including fine-tuned analytics.
Oh, that's how you played it. Yeah, that enhanced version is so sick.
Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey.
Play Death Stranding. It looks so much of a fever dream, and I hate not understanding what the hell is going on. Yeah, that's part of the experience with Kojima games, though. That's like Metal Gear. When you first play Metal Gear, like, actually, no, I'm not lying, because when you start with MGS 1 or 3, the stories are pretty straightforward. Like, some of the stuff might go over your head, like who the hell this big boss guy is, or, you know what I mean? But, like, if you didn't play Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 before MGS 1, and you didn't read the previous operations in the menu, you were kind of like, what? Oh, what is this? Capcom. I didn't hear what this was. Oh, is this... Fuck, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, I mean, the Metal Gear games, some of them, depending on what is your entry point, aren't too complicated, I guess. But Death Stranding is kind of like its own thing where, like, it's typical Kojima, right? Like, brand new IP after he left Konami. So it's going to be weird, but it's a cool little story. Now, do I know what the hell's going on in Death Stranding 2? Absolutely not. Will I know what's going on in Death Stranding 2 till, like, I'm 99% of the game, or done with the game? Probably not. And even then, I'll probably still have some questions, but That's part of the experience, I think. And I think he did take the feedback from Death Stranding 1 into account. I think Death Stranding 2 is going to be a much more fast-paced, almost shooter, action stealth game compared to DS1. So. Peace Walker remake after Delta is the absolute dream. I wish, man. I wish. That would be awesome. Because I don't want them to mess up Metal Gear Solid 1 whenever they do decide to remake that. Like, if the rumors aren't true and they're not working on Metal Gear Solid 1 remake yet, something like Peace Walker would be good practice for them after Delta. Because the game's all there. You just have to make it look nicer. Quality of life improvements. Boom. Done. This looks so fun. Love the story of Peace Walker. Could never get into the gameplay. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's alright. It's very different. It's very different. Yeah, it is Onimusha. Imagine Peace Walker with Phantom Pain style gameplay. Dude, that's what I'm saying. With like the co-op intact and everything, and like seeing those bosses in like Unreal Engine 5 or whatever they decide to remake it. Yeah, that would be cool. The more I think about it, the cooler it'd be. Should you cop Metal Gear Solid 3 remake on Steam or PS5? Oof, that's a tough one. Oh, here we go. Both are really good, but you get the advantage of mods. You get the advantage of mods on PC, obviously. So, and there's some funny ones and good ones out there. You're drinking out of your Foxhound branded whiskey glass. Let's go! Oh shit! Happy 21st birthday. That's big. Yeah, that's dope. Foxhound themed. Where'd you get that? I might have to get that. I love whiskey. Dude, look how good this game looks, man. Especially going from the shitty 3DS version we just played. That was honestly the best thing I could have done, was play the 3DS version before we get to see this. Oh man, I'm so excited for this game, you guys. Holy shit. Look at the Cobra unit, man. Oh my god, I can't wait. We don't have to wait that long. Seriously, it's not that long at this point.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home.
Dude, oh, this is so hype. Now we can fight the Shagohod without it dropping to 12 frames per second. Although the Master Collection is a bit smoother than the original, for sure. Please show more. Please show more. Please show more. Oh my god, please show something new. Yeah, right? I didn't see this coming. Yeah, let's all act surprised. Please show more. Please. Please have Okamura just waiting for us to say, oh, we are pleased to also announce this, and that. Please don't let this be it. This will make a fine gift for me. Come on. Something else? Something else? No. That was it? Right? This isn't still Metal Gear. No, this isn't Metal Gear anymore. Damn. That's it, dude? But with MGS, it's believable technology. I watched Death Stranding 2 trailer and it was weird. I was wondering why her gloves come alive. Why is a spaceship flying out of a baby's mouth? It's weird. No, don't get me wrong, bro. It's weird. You're never going to hear me say that Death Stranding isn't just completely batshit insane, but it's Kojima. It's Kojima without Konami telling him anything, or anybody telling him anything, and a fat budget. You know what I mean? To be honest, you never played MGO? Oh, MGO's fire. MGO was an amazing experience. I mean, MGO 3 is still up and running if you want to try that one out on PS4. I think actually all the servers are up, right? On the Steam servers are up and all that. So you could play MGO 3 now. I don't know how many people are playing it, but MGO 2 was the big one. And MGO 1. What is this? I wasn't even paying attention. Hell is us. Dude, I wanted more too, man. Like, I'm trying not to be super disappointed because, like, I kind of did it to myself. Chances were that they were just going to show the trailer that we've already seen, but man. It's the medic from MGS5 Trust.
Winter all of a sudden.
Thought that was Liquid. Liquid!
You want to know the year?
Oh, right. The PS3 and 360 servers are no more. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I couldn't platinum MGS5 on the PS3. I was going to go back and get the platinum on the PS3 version of TPP, but I can't do the nuclear disarmament stuff anymore, the FOB stuff.
You're not the puppet I was expecting.
You weren't expecting anything new? I kind of was, but fuck. Maybe that was stupid of me. But it's all right, because we'll get... Usually, I don't want to hype you guys up, but usually we get another Hotline production video shortly after this. Like, shortly after the trailers come out. So I'm hoping that they announce... Actually, yeah, let's check Twitter. I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter or any social media. On the official Metal Gear. Maybe they're like, tune in for more, blah, blah, blah.
I'll do whatever it takes.
No, they haven't tweeted anything out. Just a bunch of people tweeting that it's officially out now, the release date.
I swear I won't be late. Not again.
All right, yeah, I'll keep an eye out on the Metal Gear official accounts. Update you guys if there's any updates on the official end. Let's do the Japanese one. I'll have the Japanese Twitter open. All right. Yeah, I mean, kind of silly of us to expect more, but you never know, right? Your Metal Gear and Rainbow Six are your favorites? Yeah, Rainbow Six. I remember playing Rainbow Six with you growing up. What was that one? Vegas, right? We used to play Vegas. That was a good one. What the hell is this? This is a crazy art style, man. Kind of cool, though. I'm hoping his new stealth game is more like... Oh, yeah, what was it called? Fizzant or whatever? You understand the MGS games, but you don't get Death Stranding. It's weird. It's weird. For anybody who hasn't played Death Stranding, they are weird games, but I liked it. It was very, very relaxing to me, that game. And I like the music in it, and like how the music kind of hits at certain like moments while you're, you know, while the landscape opens up. And don't go into it expecting like crazy action-filled, you know, cutscenes like Metal Gear. That's what I was saying. You have to separate Kojima and whatever he's making now and Metal Gear. You know, this is not the same anymore. I remember a lot of us were going into Death Stranding like, fuck yeah, this is going to be like the new Metal Gear. This is going to be fire. At least we have Kojima independent now to like continue creating games that we like. But it's just very different. And again, I like Death Stranding. Nothing against Death Stranding. It just doesn't compare to Metal Gear for me. You expected nothing and you're still disappointed. I mean, it's cool to see these other games, I guess. I got hyped up for Wilds. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw my post. I'll link you guys right now. A lot of you guys did see it because I saw a lot of you guys voted, but I put up a community post the other day essentially asking you guys if you'd like to see me stream other games on top of Metal Gear. Obviously, Metal Gear is going absolutely nowhere. This is a Metal Gear channel, but I was wondering if you guys would be cool with, like, for example, Wilds is coming out at the end of this month, and so I could always stream it on Twitch. That's no problem to me, but I obviously have more of my viewer base here on YouTube, and I'd prefer to just stream it on YouTube. At the moment, people have asked me about multi-streaming. I don't really want to get into multi-streaming for multiple reasons. The most important reason is actually on the technical aspect of it. I don't have enough upload speed to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the quality that I would want to stream at. I would have to make some sacrifices and stream at like a lower bandwidth. And so I don't really want to do that. There's other reasons too, but it's primarily that. So, long story short, I just wanted to know if you guys would care if I streamed other stuff on YouTube like you're seeing now. Now, there's a couple of like caveats to that, right? The main one is when I'm not streaming Metal Gear, those VODs, videos on demands, like, you know, after I stop streaming, you guys can watch it over again like a regular video. If I'm not streaming Metal Gear, I would make those private or unlisted, so the channel stays purely Metal Gear. And so for the people that want to see them after they're already over, They're going to be up on Patreon, or they're going to be up if you're a channel member as a way to watch my VODs that aren't Metal Gear. And that's only for stuff that isn't Metal Gear. All my Metal Gear VODs, when Delta comes out and I stream that, and the VOD is up after I stream, is going to be up completely for free. You guys can always go back and watch through it and laugh at the silly stuff we do on stream. But since I do want to keep the channel more Metal Gear, you know, focused for now at least, it's I thought I'd put out this post. God, I'm having a hell of a time finding it. Here it is. I can't really link this, huh?
Explore a mysterious mansion.
Maybe I can. Let me see.
A genre-bending architectural adventure.
My bad. I know I'm not really paying attention to this right now, but here it is. I can link this. I'll catch up a chat in a second here. Bear with me. Bear with me. There's the post if you guys want to get your 2 cents in if you haven't yet. Vote there. Gotta go to work. Great stream to watch. Have a good night. Appreciate it. Short fuse. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Have a good rest of your day or night. Gunner says, if I had a way to play MGS4, absolutely cop that in a second. Yeah, unfortunately, the only options are PS3 emulator or PS3. Tired of unstable emulators and super finicky. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You like this art style? It's kind of cool. That game that I was commenting on. Give us Metal Gear Solid 8. Or beta. Or is that a beta symbol? I can't tell. I hope they announce. Oh, because the Delta beta? Yeah, that makes sense. I hope they announce Master Collection 2. Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master. Made more sense after playing Monster Hunter World. Yeah. I was playing World on Twitch, but I mean, I don't mind streaming on Twitch if you guys want to go follow me on there. I'm perfect stealth on there as well. No space or anything.
No one knows how that world came into
so if people are like, fuck that, I know we only want to see Metal Gear, that's cool. Hey, I'm not gonna knock it. I know we're a Metal Gear centric channel. But if I can stream other games on here and you guys are cool with it and you guys want to hang out with me while we play other stuff, that would be like my choice, you know, like my preference, I should say. And obviously there's going to be Metal Gear streams between now and Delta. So it's not just going to be Monster Hunter or other games. There are going to be, you know, we're going to try to see if we can finish our 3DS, our Metal Gear Solid 3DS playthrough. Maybe play through some Metal Gear Acid 2, the spin-offs, you know what I mean? Whatever you guys want to see.
Come at a price. To pursue one's wishes.
Gamer just tweeted Delta's canceled. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Used to know what's going on. The same with movies, and if they leave me wondering, I get mad. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes I like a little mystery, you know, stuff left up in the air, but other times, yeah, it's just frustrating. You spent like 100 hours on this game and you're still like, you got to go on YouTube and watch like a 40-minute breakdown. Days Gone remastered. I watch you play. Oh, I appreciate that, Ryan. Yeah, like I said, I pulled it because I don't want to just like, hey, I'm streaming Monster Hunter on my Metal Gear channel out of nowhere. So like, if someone does go in there on the 28th or whenever Monster Hunter comes out and they see and they ask me like, why the hell you're streaming Monster Hunter and not Metal Gear? I can link them to that poll and say like, hey man, I don't know what to tell you.
My quarrel lies not with you.
I didn't play Days Gone actually. I heard so many things about that game. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people thought it was the worst thing on the planet. Some people swear that they should make like a sequel to it, or I don't know. Might be the only person excited for Lost Records. I adore it. Life is Strange. Nah, a lot of people like Life is Strange. I've never played it, but I know a ton of people who like that series. Do I enjoy MGS games on PC or console? Both. I like both. I have the Master Collection on consoles and I have the Master Collection on PC. And before that, I had MGS1 on PC through the GOG port. I had MGS2's PC port. I had the Metal Gear Metal Gear 1 PC port. And then when the Master Collection came out, I bought it on Steam. And I also bought it on PS5 and PS4. So, or actually, no, you get the PS4 version for free if you bought it on PS5, right? Or vice versa, one of the two. Like I was saying earlier, full disclosure, my first playthrough of Delta is going to be on PS5. And I'm going to platinum it and all that fun stuff. And then obviously play on PC with like the mods that I'm sure are going to be hilarious. And improve the game in a variety of ways. So I like both. But I always tend to play Metal Gear games or collections or re-releases on PlayStation first. That's the whole reason I bought a PS5. Was for Delta and for the Master Collections. What is my favorite Metal Gear? Probably 2. Metal Gear Solid 2. But I love them all. I pretty much love every single Metal Gear game. I'm an easy fan to please. I will play anything that has Metal Gear on it, and I'll find something to enjoy about it. I played Survive. I enjoyed aspects of that. I played Metal Gear Solid Touch. I played Metal Gear Social Ops. I love Ghost Babel. I love the Acid games. Like, I play them all. But if I had to pick one right now, gun to my head, it's probably MGS2.
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned.
You bought a whole ass PS3 for your birthday last year, jailbroke it, and dumped. Nice. That's the way to do it. Jailbroken PS3s are insane, man. You have everything you could ever want on that console. Delta info on PlayStation blog. Gonna have to check that out. What we got? What we got? What's the latest news? Oh shit! 48-hour access. That can't be the and more though, right? Do you guys want to see this on stream instead of the games that we're watching right now? We'll read through it together here. Let me switch the window capture. All right, make this full screen. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little better.
Hello, I'm Leslie Benzies, director of my...
Proud to finally share the release date. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm proud to finally share the release date for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater with everybody. As the remake of a beloved classic, we've heard a lot of reactions from fans around the world since we first revealed the game. Our most important mission was not to let fans down, so while it's taken time to ensure we aren't giving an inch on quality, I'm very happy we're able to tell everyone at last when they can expect the game. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater launches on August 28th on PS5. Wait, on PS5? Oh, because it's a PlayStation blog. All right. As part of that announcement, we've also revealed a new trailer in today's State of Play. In it, you'll learn about what Naked Snake will face in Operation Snake Eater, including a first in-game look at some of the dangerous enemies, the Cobra Unit. We think it's a great overview of what to expect from the game for old fans and new players alike, and I should mention, make sure you watch it all the way through. Approaching a remake in Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. We've heard from many fans that they want to see Metal Gear series back in action, and from the start, we felt exactly the same way. For a long time, however, we struggled with a lack of consensus. What should the development team look like? What was the best approach? And what should the next steps be? During the process of finding our feet, we noticed that more and more players were coming along who had never played a Metal Gear game or even heard of one. That's fucking crazy, but that might be the obvious outcome of it when a series stays quiet for so long. But watching it happen still really struck me, and that. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Dude, it was so sad seeing Sam Fisher. He's like, oh, I'm the only one. I'm sure you guys have all seen that cutscene, right? Where Sam's like, what about the other guy? And then he's like, oh, it's just me. That was so sad because it did feel like Metal Gear was dying. That was around the same time that the whole Kojima Konami stuff popped off. Yo, I appreciate the 10, by the way, Gary. You've been supporting like crazy, man. I appreciate that so much. That support helps me out a ton, more than you know. So where were we? Lack of consensus. Next steps B. During the process of finding our feet, we noticed that more and more players were coming along, but I've never played a Metal Gear game. That might be the obvious outcome when a series stays quiet for so long, but watching it happen still really struck me, and that was what led us to putting together the plan for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. At the early stages, we had planned on only overhauling the graphics to modern standards, but we just didn't think it would be satisfying to play if that was the only update. So in the end, we remade nearly all the animations and found ways to refresh almost every facet of the game, as well as fully realizing elements that were held back by technical limitations at the time of the original. We knew that not only would this remake need to satisfy Metal Gear fans, it would also have to stand strong on its own merits for new players to enjoy. We decided to take the approach of modernizing the gameplay only where it was really needed, and otherwise preserve the original experience of the game as faithfully as possible. So I wonder if this line means that bosses are going to be the same. Like they're not really changing boss mechanics or like the way that you beat bosses, you know what I mean? Like Ocelot's still going to be the same duel that you can shoot Hornets down and distract him and shoot off his beret, and like the pain is going to be You know what I mean? Like they're not changing, they're not making it harder or anything to compensate for the easier gameplay. Because those bosses with modern controls, like think of this. Imagine someone like me playing on PC, and again, I'm not like the best Metal Gear player of all time, but like someone who's intimately familiar with Metal Gear, playing on PC with PC controls and mouse aiming against a boss like the Pain that literally virtually stands still the entire time. You know what I mean? That's going to be kind of weird. I don't know. I hope that they change the bosses a little bit, but we'll see. What we kept and what's new. Maybe they'll go into more detail here. The original story and setting are, of course, untouched, but Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater introduces a number of additions to the gameplay side of things. Let me tell you about a few of those changes. Adding a third-person view. As we revealed last year, one major difference from the original is that Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater allows you to choose between two different control styles, an over-the-shoulder third-person viewpoint in New Style, and a top-down viewpoint in Legacy Style to recreate the look and feel of the original game. The Legacy Style camera and controls might be tricky to get used to, which is why we designed New Style so that contemporary gamers can jump right in. Changing camo on the fly, we were talking about this earlier. We've added a quick select menu to make changing your camouflage simpler. Different camo patterns not only help you blend into different environments and hide from enemies, some might have other helpful effects or surprises, so take advantage of the quick select function to try out different uniforms in a lot of different situations. Oh, Gakko. Nearly all the Easter eggs from the original, like obscure mechanics and tricks, magazines, posters, and items like calorie mates are back. Huh? Obscure mechanics and tricks? Yo, I wonder if we're going to be able to kill or take out the fear with like the old stun grenade fake death pill AK-47 trick, or even using the maps or the map traps and stuff, the layout traps. Dude, that gets me excited more than anything. Obscure mechanics and tricks? Okay. The hidden Keratons are returning as well, but this time they'll be joined by Gakkos hiding around various game areas for you to discover. That's so cool that there's new collectibles or new things to like find for the platinum and stuff, I'm assuming. Is the PlayStation event over? I don't hear any music. Hold on, let me tab out real quick. Tab over, I should say. Oh no, it's just buffering. What the hell happened? I mean, we're not really watching it anyway. 1 second. Oh, what happened? Is it over? Huh. Maybe it's over. Let me get some Metal Gear music playing here so I'm not just reading in silence. 1 second. I'm excited. Yo, that's kind of crazy. They're exciting me again with mechanics and tricks coming back. That's all I needed to hear. Let's see. What should we play from the OST? Let's do the mission briefing music. Good reading music. We're mission briefing the new stuff, the new updates to Delta. Hopefully it's not too loud. You guys let me know in chat if it's too loud. I'm going to catch up with chat in just a second. I'm just going to keep reading this. Mechanics, blah, 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 Gakko, Keratons. The Keratons are in the same location as the original game, but with the new addition of Gakkos and their camouflage helping them blend into their hiding spots, we think it'll be a novel experience for returning players as well. So give it your best shot and try to track them all down. Like I said, that's awesome, since we all know where the most of the original Keratons are, especially if you've done the platinum grind a few times like I have. Those darn dirty people monkeys are back. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater features the return of Snake vs. Monkey special game mode. Longtime fans probably have fond memories of guiding Snake through this mission to capture mischievous people monkeys from the Ape Escape series, and can now enjoy it again with newly enhanced graphics. Please stay tuned for more details on this mode and future announcements. PS5 Pro support and enhanced experiences. We've also incorporated support for Metal Gear Solid. Wow, I'm fried. PlayStation 5 Pro features. If you're playing on PlayStation 5 Pro, you can enjoy smoother, enhanced performance, even with the graphics set to quality mode. I'm so happy that I bought a base PS5 and didn't wait for the Pro. Anyway, what's more, with PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, the game's characteristic jungle environments and foliage are rendered in even more fine and exacting detail, enhancing the sense of place and realism, and enabling an even more immersive experience. I'm sure it'll look amazing on PC as well. Pre-orders are live today. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater will be available in both a standard and digital deluxe edition. The digital deluxe edition includes DLC content and the sneaking DLC pack. That's what I was talking about earlier, is that sneaking DLC pack. And as a pre-order bonus, both standard and digital deluxe editions will include a white tuxedo uniform. What? They're going straight James Bond. Pre-orders of the digital deluxe edition will also come with an exclusive 48-hour access window. We'll be continuing to share more details on additional content for Delta in the near future, so please look forward to learning more. What do you guys think? Can't afford to get a PS5, especially with very few changes. I think there's going to be quite a few changes that make it worth it, but yeah, PS5s are expensive. What's up, by the way, Solid Snake? MGS2 is the best game ever made. I love MGS2, man. MGS2 is your favorite too. If Delta does well, it might open the door for other remakes. Yeah, that's the hope, right? And I think they've kind of said as much. Like, they're kind of trying to scope out what the right moves are. And I think they all landed on Delta, and I've explained this in videos, but it's basically MGS3 is the genesis chronologically of the entire series. So it kind of makes sense starting in that game. And it's such a beloved entry in the franchise, and the story is so, like, you know, easy to understand, and you don't really need to have played MGS 1 or 2 or any of the other games before it to understand. You know, obviously it's way better if you do play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, and even more so if you play the MSX games, but you don't really need to, per se. You'll just miss some of the references and callbacks to the other games. So it makes sense why they started with Delta, but I think before they go and make a Metal Gear Solid 6 or something, or like some other big entry in the series that kind of deviates from what we already have, I think remakes are the way to go. Maybe not everybody agrees, but before they make Metal Gear Solid 6 or a Metal Gear Solid 0 or something that kind of messes with the timeline and incorporates characters that, you know, are important to the overall lore, just keep doing remakes. Just make Delta as good as you can. Learn from this experience. Maybe remake MGS1, which is going to be infinitely harder than Delta. And I'm not saying Delta is easy, like an easy remake, but MGS1 has to be completely remade from the ground up. And the voice acting will probably have to be updated or find some way to make it like higher quality, higher fidelity, you know? And we saw how that turned out through, you know, Twin Snakes. So I'm excited, man. I don't know. This little PlayStation blog excited me again. Like, it sounds to me, they're obviously keeping the story the same. We knew the audio was going to be the same. The dialogue, the spoken dialogue, and the story, the overall scenario is going to be the same. But it sounds like they're also trying to keep most of the gameplay the same, except for a few specific instances. And I'm very excited. Like, gameplay is obviously like why I love these games. One of the main reasons why I love these games. So, like this line right here, having the original Easter eggs and obscure mechanics. Like, the fact that they use the word obscure, or like the phrase obscure mechanics is what's exciting to me. Like, they know certain weird interactions and stuff that you can do in MGS3, because there's so many tricks. You guys have seen me when I streamed the Master Collection, when we did the extreme extreme playthrough to do, like, to kind of gauge it for my guide that I then released after that. You guys saw the weird shit that I did and the weird things that you could do to take out bosses and the stuff that speedrunners do. If they are able to bring stuff like that back or like keep them intact, that's going to be so cool, man. Honestly. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that I look like Mike Shinoda. What up, by the way, Cheese? I really wanted all the Splinter Cell games on PS4. You only played Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory is the best one, I think. They're all fun, but Chaos Theory is my favorite, I think. At the moment, they only have Blacklist on. Oh, really? You were wondering if the Fear boss trick was going to be kept. Yeah, dude, it's like, stuff like that excites me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I was kind of going into it expecting it to be just completely different. And it'd be kind of cool if it was, right? If they didn't keep these tricks, it'd be cool for someone like me that knows them and has used them for years, and to try to get like a different, I don't know, it's like a whole brand new experience, just like it is for everybody else, right? But part of me is also like, that's really cool if they know all these like obscure weird things that you can do in the game, in the original game, and they somehow found a way to keep them intact for Delta on a whole new engine. Like, that's crazy. It's over? No Death Stranding 2? Oh, I thought it was over because I don't know, Twitch was being weird when I refreshed it. What's the sneaking DLC about? Yeah, dude, that's what I don't know. I was talking about that earlier. That was already on their site before. If you were to pre-order before today, like months ago when the game got announced, and you went to their site, this was on there as a bonus, as a DLC bonus. And I don't know what sneaking DLC pack means. other than potentially like cosmetics for the single player or cosmetics for MGO was my thought. Because a big part of MGO are the cosmetics, you know? Like dressing up your character in like crazy ways or like silly ways, you know? This is cool though. The white tuxedo. What is this from? Both standard and digital deluxe. Wait. So wait, the white tuxedo is only for digital versions? Or can you get it? Because I want to buy the physical version, obviously. Pre-orders of the digital. Oh, so only the digital deluxe gets 48-hour. No, there's no way, right? That would be rough because I want to get the physical version, but I also want the game 2 days early. Unless I get it a month early from Konami. Wink, wink. Yeah, the white tux is going to go crazy for sure. That thing's going to have like negative camo index, dude. If the regular tuxedo was already trash, this thing's going to be super trash. Yo, it's going to be fun though, doing like a white tuxedo playthrough. Tuxedo all the way through. Because you can't CQC in this thing either. When you're wearing the tuxedo, you can't use CQC moves. Or actually any weapons at all, right? Other than like the cigar gas spray and stuff. You hope they keep Naomi's accent if they remake MGS1? Yeah, for sure. Build a safe base and build on remakes? Exactly. Yeah, I think that's the reasoning too. Has just been removed from the PSN store? What the hell? My guess is the DLC has cosmetic. Yeah, some form of cosmetic, right? Is probably the safest bet. Yeah, the physical better get this special stuff because I'll be kind of upset.
I can't believe I'm still learning new things about MGS2. Last year I learned Johnny is in it, and yesterday I learned you can mess with the projector.
Yep. That's kind of crazy, huh? One of the trophies incorporates Johnny. You have to hear him shitting himself in, I think, 2 or 3 different spots. And then, yeah, the projector, you can like flip it between the screens and you can turn it off entirely if you keep doing it. That causes an alert though, so you got to be careful with that one. Yeah, that's probably it, right? They're updating the PSN stage or something, or page. And then the Steam page. Oh, the Steam page is still up? They haven't updated it yet? Gotcha. The sneaking DLC better have... Yeah, Santa outfits. They had the Santa outfit in the original game. Assault and Vulcan uniforms would be great. Seriously, just give everybody uniforms. Just give the entire cast DLC uniforms, please. Please, Konami. Easy money for you guys. Last time I was playing 5, I made it a point to do tuxedo only. Daytime missions for all the repeat missions. Made some of the easy strats feel way more sketchy. Super fun way to play. Yeah, dude. I want to play 5 maybe when we do our big boss playthrough before Delta comes out. And I want to crank up the settings. So like guards have like crazy eyesight and hearing and like just make the whole game harder. Make it all OSP. Like the extreme missions where you have to like find your weapons. That'd be super fun if we did a stream like that. Did I already pre-order? I have not pre-ordered actually. I have not pre-ordered yet. I was waiting for the collector's edition to get restocked. By the way, thank you for the 5, Gary. Appreciate the support, man. As always, you've been killing it with the support. But yeah, I was waiting for the collectors. I don't know though. I kind of want to wait for the Japanese version because it might be worth importing that one if the Japanese collector's edition or premium edition is like insane. So I don't know. Does this take us? This is the PlayStation store, right? Add to wish list. Nothing else new here, right? It's the same. Yeah, it's the same screenshots and stuff. My birthday. Get out of here. Let's see. So wait, I want to go back to the Gakko section. Gakkos and the camouflage helping the blend to the high shot. So it's just the same thing, right? You just shoot them and you track them. Oh yeah, we saw footage of this, right? Where you would shoot them and their camo caught on fire and stuff. That's cool for the 10 people that have PS5 Pros. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably get my physical pre-order in just so I have that, so I can get this DLC stuff for pre-ordering, and then from there, I guess just wait for the hopeful Japanese collector's edition if they have one. Yeah, State of Play was kind of whatever, right? I mean, shit, it kind of got spoiled for us. We would have been like, yo, that was so hype if Metal Gear didn't get leaked for us. We would have been like, yo, best State of Play ever, because we would have seen Metal Gear for the first time. But since we kind of went into it knowing everything, essentially, although this PlayStation blog's cool. This has some new info. Thank you guys, by the way, for letting me know that this was up, because I didn't know. But apart from the Metal Gear stuff, I mean, it was kind of whatever. I mean, Monster Hunter was cool, but we've already seen so much of that game, and the game literally launches in like 2.5 weeks, so I would have been cool not seeing that as well, if that makes sense to you guys. Time is it, you guys? Because I do have to get some work done, and I have to finish editing that video. Do you guys think it's worth making a video on this stuff? I mean, there wasn't that much new information, right? I don't know if I can make a whole video out of this. What I could do is cut up the stream and put it up as I read through this. You know what I mean? We'll see. We might just keep it for us, for you guys who are here on the stream. They need to show us what the DLC has and the other game modes they teased. Seriously, man. MGO, please. I just don't know. Like, I sat there thinking the other day what the hell and more could be. And, like, you kind of have to put everything together, right? So, a while back, David Hayter and Lori Allen, which is the voice actress for the boss, they both said that they're recording new lines for Delta. So, apart from it being... And this is separate from... the guy who plays Major Zero saying that he's recording new lines, because he already confirmed that his lines were purely for gameplay stuff. Like, you know, at the beginning of the game, I don't know if you guys noticed when I was playing Snake Eater 3DS earlier on in the stream, he had to put the voice in for the 3DS controller layout, like the extra buttons on the 3DS. So it's not that. They both confirmed that it's for Delta, but it's not just controller layout stuff. So I'm wondering, like, would it be another game mode where we see more of the boss and Snake? Like, that'd be cool, but that's kind of risky because they're dipping their toes into, like, lore stuff that shouldn't really be messed with, you know? The other thing is, obviously, I want MGO to happen. And for those of you guys who didn't play MGO 1 or aren't really familiar with MGO, they had crossover characters and characters from the single player, obviously. So the factions were, you would play as Naked Snake. One person would play as Naked Snake, and the rest of the team would be like the one enemy type, like one guard type from the game. And then the other person would play as Ocelot and be like his unit, his enemy type, right? But they also had characters from like Rumble Roses, which is a fighting game from back then. And it was like a crossover character. So I'm wondering if, like, for MGO, if it ends up happening, that's why they recorded new lines. Like, maybe you get to play as Naked Snake and the boss in MGO, or Naked Snake, the boss, and Ocelot. And that's why they recorded new lines, because you need, like, new grunts. The boss was not in MGO 1 at all. So she would need to do, like, new grunts and, like, voice acting for, like, taking damage and, like, rolling and firing weapons and interacting with the other characters, because they all have voice lines too. So that's why I kind of thought it might be MGO, because there's a new game mode that they're talking about. Two of the main people, the two main voice actors, are recording new lines for something that we don't know about. So it's something substantial, you know what I mean? I don't know. Wait, what? Steam page updated? Where do I even check that? Steam, I guess? Yeah, new lines would be tutorial voices, certain other actions, codecs. Oh my god, you guys, no way. No way. Holy shit, hold on, I'm opening it right now. Yo, Peace Walker Remake is looking Looking real. Hold on. Metal Gear Solid. Legacy. Blah 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 blah. Where's Delta? There it is. View page. Oh shit. Yo, the Peace Walker sneaking suit. Hold on, I gotta show this on stream. How can I show this? There. Look at this. No, what? Yo, look at this. Look at this. Holy shit, man. That looks so cool. What is this? This is straight up goddamn Caribbean warlord. Big boss. Bandolier with the glasses on. Jeez, look at that bandolier too. Look at the belt. Holy shit. Got the croc cap. You gotta have the croc cap. Come on now. No way, the battle dress? With the helmet? Yo! What is this? What is this? Yo, Konami. Huge Konami W's, man. Holy shit. We got naked, of course. You gotta have the naked. With what is that, like DPM or something? Looks like it, right? Or Force camo? Oh, we gotta have the nerdy glasses. Alright, that one's whatever. Oh, Keraton mask. Dude, they have to make a new MGO. Are you kidding me with all these customizables? There's the Gakko. Yo, these are fire. I might actually rock these. This is like the monkey mask that they had in the original game. All gold. Let's go. That's what I rocked in Phantom Pain when I unlocked all gold Venom Snake. I was rocking the all gold helicopter, the all gold D-Walker, and the all gold Venom Snake. You got to do it. You got to show them. You got to flex. Dude, this is fire. So this is the Sneaking Pack DLC, right? Yeah, Sneaking Pack DLC. All right, so I was wrong. It wasn't for MGO. There's everything right here. Got a nice little shot of it. Bro, this is fucking fire. Look at this. Dude, this is actually... Oh, what is this? I didn't notice that the Croc was a whole Croc outfit. It's a whole Croc outfit. Did you see that? I thought it was just a Croc cap. It's the outfit to go along with the cap. Look at that. He's got a tail and everything. And like claws. Yo, this is crazy. This is on the Steam page. Welcome back, Gunner. This is the Steam page has all the DLC. Look, the Peace Walker sneaking suit, dude. That's my favorite sneaking suit. Holy shit. That's so cool, dude. That's actually so cool. It makes no sense in the canon at all. Like whatsoever. It's total time paradox, but that's so cool, dude. Oh my god. I'm actually stoked for that. Look at this Croc outfit, dude. This is so funny. Dude, we're going to do a playthrough with all of these. We're going to do challenges. Croc outfit only. Fucking Keraton mask only. White tuxedo. Do we have the white tuxedo here? No, right? They showed everything but the white tuxedo. Oh, wait, because we're at the sneaking suit pack thing. Unless there's something new here, maybe? Screenshots? There's the screenshots from the other day that I showed in the video. Am I missing it, guys? Do you see... I don't see it, right? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's here. Yo, oh, I thought it was gonna be an all-white suit. I thought it was gonna be like white pants and everything. But that's still cool. I'll rock that. We'll do a challenge run, white tuxedo only, on European Extreme. Damn, dude, should I make a video, man? I don't even know what to do right now. There's too much going on. I'm overstimulated. Yeah, I saw that. The 8 versus Monkey isn't... I think I'm gonna have to make a video. Here's the recommended specs. Holy... Damn. If I'm making a video, I have to hop off stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because this is going to be a long video. There's a lot here, actually. Official announcement now from Konami. The PlayStation blog stuff. The outfits. Actually showing the outfits. We got to get on it. The 48-hour act. Yeah, there's a lot of news here now. Dude, I don't know. Low key, that bandolier snake is fire, dude. Look at this. This is for when you just do a straight, like, I'm killing everything with the M60 belt-fed machine gun. This is literally what this is for. They straight up said there's future DLC planned. Bro, the white tuxedo outfit is also obtainable in the game. I thought it was a regular tuxedo, right, in MGS3? You are not forced to... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, because I like nothing against digital, but I need my game, man. I need my physical game that I can add to my other 8 million MGS games that I have. I just noticed. Oops. I'm so excited, bro. I'm just clicking through shit. I just noticed that he's wearing the Gakko camo, which isn't new. This is the camo that helps you find him. The Keraton. Gakko goes off and goes Gakko when there's a Keraton nearby. I'm sure you guys know that already, but I wonder if there's a Keraton version. Because he's just wearing this is Moss camo, right? Looks like he's wearing Moss camo for this. The ends camo. Bro, the fact that they included Peace Walker shit, and we were just talking about Peace Walker. I don't know. I might be on board the Peace Walker remake hype train now, boys. I don't know. This might have just convinced me. This might be a nod. Because why would they do Peace Walker right now? You know what I mean? Why would they even put this in the game? Like, it's cool, but like, there's always a reason, right? This is just fucking silly, bro. And this, bro, like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, that is my favorite sneaking outfit, and I'm gonna be able to play MGS3 with this outfit. I mean, there's mods where you could do that on the Master Collection, but this is fucking official. Konami sat there. They said, "Hey, Tom, we need you to work on the sneaking suit from Peace Walker for Metal Gear Solid 3." And we need it to look fucking amazing. To look at this, man. I thought it looked amazing in Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. And it did, but look at this. Yeah, right? Gary Bond had... This is like straight up James Bond white jacket. For some reason, I thought he was going to go full, like, white pants with the suit, though. With the sports coat, you know? But, yo, it still looks cool. The white jacket. This is so cool, man. This is so cool. All right. I'm going to have to, by the way, Gary, thank you for the 2, man. You've been killing it. I don't even know how much that is now, bro. I'm going to be able to eat dinner today. I'm not going to go hungry because of Gary hooking me up today. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate all of you guys being here, by the way. This has been a hype stream. This has been a fun stream back. I can't believe we're eating like this, though, man. Konami's hooking us up. Holy. All right, let me just make sure we didn't miss anything. Developer describe content, blah, 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 blah. Trailer. All right, anything else? You guys told me everything that's going on here because I would have just been sitting there reading the PlayStation blog over and over again. So, yeah, we're saying that the Snake vs. Monkey is not a PlayStation exclusive, right? It's here somewhere. Because that would be big news, too, that I want to mention in the video that I'm going to make right after this. Holy shit, today's going to be a busy day. I'm never going to be able to finish this video I was working on. Do you see Snake vs. Monkey here? Am I blind? Single player, Steam achievements. That single player is scaring me, though. I don't like that. Maybe it's just because they haven't announced MGO yet. That's my cope. Cold War Crisis, everything and more. Oh, yeah, there it is. Snake vs. Monkey on Steam. All right, cool. That's confirmed. It's on every platform, not just PlayStation. All right. All right, how you guys feeling? Great job, Tom. We still don't know the MGS4 option gives you. Oh, at the start of the game. Yeah, true. Silent Hill MGS Suikoden Konami is back. True. Yo, isn't Suikoden coming back soon? Konami Redemption arc is real, dude. Seriously, W's in the chat for Konami, man. Konami is Konami's killing it with these. I mean, I know this is just silly cosmetics, bro, but like, this makes me happy. This makes me happy to see. It really does. All we need now is Castlevania. Yeah, more Castlevania is always welcome here. I'm so excited to use the dude. I know this is like blasphemy, right? But I almost want to use the sneaking suit on my first playthrough, the Peace Walker one. I know I should go through it with like my regular camos and like, you know, the MGS3 camos and the MGS3 sneaking suit. But fuck, man, it's so tempting because it's right there. You know what I mean? Like, I could be rocking, you know, snow camo, or I could just throw on the Peace Walker sneaking suit. Yeah, if they announce MGO, I already said this on Twitter, but you guys are gonna see a side of me that you've never seen before. I'm gonna go feral, bruh. That's the best word to describe it. Feral. Yeah, seriously, these next 6 months, I'm like thanking God that Monster Hunter is at least here to distract me for a little while. You know what I mean? And even better that you guys are down to watch me play that when it comes out in 2 weeks, so we can distract ourselves a little bit. I can like satiate myself a little bit before before Delta comes out, man. Because yeah, these next 6 months are gonna be. It's like the meme where like stay alive for the next 6 months, man. I just need to stay alive for the next 6 months. You don't think they should make MGS6? They should just remaster the whole series since MGS4 wraps up the story, right? Yeah, MGS4 is like the end of like the Solid Snake arc and like, yeah, Metal Gear Solid, I guess you could say, technically. I mean, Rising is canon and it takes place in the near future after MGS4, so technically Rising, if you want to get super technical about it, is the end. But I don't mind remakes. MGS4, in my opinion, holds up. The frame rate issues and updating it to today's standards so it runs at the very, very, very least at 1080-60 is all that game really needs, in my opinion. That game still holds up. The game looks amazing. Like, cranked up to 4K 60 FPS on the emulator. And it dips sometimes. Sometimes there's a little choppiness, very rarely, but sometimes there is a little choppiness. But even at 1080-60, that game still holds up. I don't really think it needs a remake. So, like, if they do MGS1, Peace Walker, and the MSX games definitely need remakes. MGS2, maybe, but, like, I don't know. I'm biased because I love that game, and that game is, like, literal perfection to me, but I don't think MGS4 needs a remake. MGS2 would just get a remake because MGS1 would get a remake, right? And it would just make sense to remake 2 after 1. But I don't think 4 needs a remake. Peace Walker technically doesn't need a remake, but after seeing this, I'm all aboard the Peace Walker remake hype train. So if they want to do it, you're not going to hear me complaining about it. But oh man, I don't know. I think they're going to do MGS1 after this for sure. And if they don't do MGS1, then they've heard what we have to say about it, and they're making MSX game remakes. So they're doing a collection and a rumored sequel to what game? To Castlevania? I'm gonna just sleepwalk through the next 6 months. There's a Castlevania rumor of a new entry being. Oh, gotcha. I think the combo of and more game modes plus the may need internet connection is giving me hope. Yeah, dude, give me some of that copium, that hopium that you got, PD, because I need that too, man. So many people have been telling me like, I don't know, it says single player, and like, I don't think they'd waste assets on MGO, but I'm like, bro, like, I'm sitting here coping since they announced Delta. I was sitting here coping that they'd remake MGO 1 or they'd make a whole new MGO. Like, I've just sat here in my own cope for months, so it was starting to run out after a while. The Xbox version. Did they really? No, there's no way there's Snake versus Bomberman. My YouTube is acting so weird. It keeps shutting down. That's weird. Yo, Erwan, thanks for the 2. Looking forward to watching you play. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to be there playing with you guys. Rocking all these silly outfits. Doing Foxhound runs. Doing challenge runs. Doing speed runs. Making guides for everybody. Like, oh, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. And I am going to be streaming more, especially when Wilds comes out. If you guys want to see me play something else other than Metal Gear for once, we'll be doing that here. So make sure if you guys haven't subscribed yet, you guys are just watching, chilling, this is your first time in the stream, make sure you do subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and it also, whenever I go live, should notify you guys. I also have my socials. Let's see if this works. I was trying to set all this up yesterday because I knew I was going to stream today. I think it's a little delayed on YouTube, but it should show my socials in a second. Hopefully. But yeah, I appreciate that, Erwan. I can't wait to stream, man. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to be streaming more regardless as we get closer to Delta. So whether it's Monster Hunter, whether it's Metal Gear, or whatever else, I appreciate you guys being there. Yeah, those are my socials if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky. What else do I use? Obviously here on YouTube. I have a throne on there. I just made a throne, threw some stuff in there, including the collector's edition for Metal Gear that's always sold out. They send me emails every day like, yo, this collection's sold out, dude. So you gotta put something else on here, man. I'm definitely playing as Rambo Snake. I don't care if this gives you minus 100 camo rating. Oh yeah, Doom too. Yeah, the Peace Walker suit does look gorgeous. All right, so I guess we make a video, right, boys? Like, that's looking like I gotta throw together another video in in record time. Shit. I like making videos. It's just I was having fun streaming. I mean, I was gonna hop off stream soon anyway to edit my other video that I've been working on for 2 weeks now and that I haven't been able to finish because of all this Delta news. But it's been a super fun stream. I'm joking around. It's been super fun. You guys have been way too kind, way too generous. Since I haven't streamed in such a long time, it's been a really fun welcome back for sure. Rest of this week, let's see. What day is it today? Wednesday? So like I said, I'm still working on the video, and I'm only halfway done with the original video, so I might take these next 2 days to edit. And maybe I stream again on Friday. We'll see. If it's done by Friday, then I'll stream again on Friday. If not, then I'll just stream again next week. And I'll also upload a video next week, the video that I'm working on now. The week after, let's see. That's next week. The week after is Monster Hunter Wilds on Friday. So we could probably fit some Metal Gear streams in before then. Like the 24th, the 25th. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. All right. So I'm going to hop off. Unfortunately, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys, but I want to get this video out. Video should be up in about 2 hours. I think I can make the video. Just got to write the script, do the voiceover, and then obviously throw in all this new information. If you guys could like, subscribe, the whole usual spiel, you know how much that helps me. It's super helpful. The main thing that helps me, though, for those of you guys that's here that want to be super helpful, is watch the video all the way through. Even if you throw it up on a different screen, because you already know this information, you were here and you hung out with me today. If you just throw it on a different screen, on like really low volume even, and just play it all the way through, that is like the main metric that YouTube tracks. And then if you do that, and enough of you guys do that, it kicks it out to a lot more people. So expect the video today. I'm going to make the quickest fucking script you've ever seen in your life. And I'm going to throw together all this new information for everybody who wasn't here on stream. And I'll throw that up in just a couple of hours, hopefully. But thank you guys again. Seriously, this was a super fun stream. I'm going to be streaming more often. Thank you guys for the crazy amounts of support today. For all the new follows, for all the new subscribers, for all the donations. Oh, we got another one now. Ready? Snake vs. Bomber is confirmed. Wait, that's not a meme? You're not memeing me? Hold on. We might have breaking news. Are you memeing me? You clip farming. I don't see anything about that. Hold on. I'm checking. Because I love Bomberman. Don't get me all hyped up for Bomberman now. I know they had a crossover before, right? Nah, where is it? I don't see it. Yeah, we need to see the link. We need to see the link. I'm looking for it on here. I don't see it. Oh, this is in full screen mode. Oops. Here. I mean, it could very well be true because I don't have any sort of anything with. It's true. It's true. It's true. No way, dude. Hold on. I gotta see this. Konami's channel, right? Is what it says here. Yeah. There's an alternate ending on Xbox, and it's Bomberman. So it's the same trailer with a different ending. Hold on, let me pause the music. I have so many fucking tabs open, dude. I don't even know where everything's coming from. Hold on. Give me 1 segundo.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod.
All right. Full screen this.
The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
Yo, thanks for the heads up and the dono there. Ruddy, I appreciate that. I was about to end the stream. Oops, that's the wrong tab. All right, we're still letting the trailer play out because it's at the very end. There we go. All right. Wait. No, that's still the same one. Hold on. Did I tab at the wrong one? I'm telling you, I have 8 million tabs open. You guys can look at that for a bit. Hold on. It's on. I thought that's where I linked this trailer. YouTube. Konami.
Understanding AI text generators. How they work.
I don't use ad blockers. I'm a good boy. Konami. Xbox. So there is one that's marked Xbox. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's put that over here. 1 second, boys. Boom. Boom. All right. Xbox version. It's got to be this one, right? Please. Oh, it's Bomberman. It's Bomberman. Let's go. No way. Wow, they're going all out. I mean, they don't show him, but you can obviously see who that is. Jeez. All right. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Ruddy, appreciate that, man. I thought you were memeing for a second. Not that I don't believe you guys in chat, but sometimes, you know, you never know. Crazy. Crazy. All right. We'll watch the trailer as I say my goodbyes for real now. Even more stuff that I have to write down for this video. Oh, my God. I'm not going to sleep today. Oh, jeez. All right, let me catch up with chat real quick before I sign off. Nintendo's going to have a different one too. Oh, they are. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so Steam and PlayStation have Ape Escape. Xbox is Bomberman. That means I have to buy an Xbox for the Xbox version. That's just how it is. I have to cover all facets of Metal Gear, man. So we're going to crowdfund an Xbox for me. And then Nintendo, what is Nintendo going to have? Snake versus Yoshi? That could be easy, right? Since the 3DS version. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got the link finally. It took me like 3 tries, but the only thing I hate is exclusive. I think all consoles should have the same. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like GZ. I think one of you guys said that, right? Where it's gonna be like GZ. We're gonna get all of them eventually. Oh, maybe it might. Yeah, my Nightbot might be stopping you guys unless you guys are mods from linking in chat. Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? It was only on the Xbox trailer. That's what I was thinking too, but sleep is for the weak. Nintendo's gonna have 360p 20 FPS. No, that Switch 2's supposedly as strong as a PS4, right? Is what they're saying, which is not bad. I mean, a portable PS4, that's kind of cracked. So, all right, you guys, let me get started on this video because I'm gonna stay here yapping with you guys for the entire day because it's so fun to do that. And you never know, they're gonna announce 18 different trailers with 18 different versions of Snake vs. Monkey at the end. So while they're doing that, I got to get ahead of this video and make this script. So, again, seriously, you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys so much for the support and for yeah, just being super cool. This would be very boring to just watch on my own, you know, the state of play just sitting here silently. So more streams coming soon. Like I said, if I get this video out today and I get my other video out this week, or at least finish it this week, then I'll stream again on Friday, maybe some more 3DS shenanigans. If not, we'll do something next week. And then the week after that is Monster Hunter Week. So, yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for all the support. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Make sure to check out that video once it's out. All right? All right, then, you guys. Take it easy. Peace.